101 with just numbers, and then a D8, a D4, and a D6.
Yeah, which ones are those?
So look for the 1, and then on the opposite side of the 1 is the highest number. And that's what the sound
Oh,
is.
so they go by
That's
highest number.
not always
Okay.
true.
I have never, except for the
The
D4.
D4.
I'm sorry. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
looking at the D8.
The D8, I'll pull opposite side.
Looking at the D10.
D10 opposite side.
Okay.
I think it depends on the
Which
die.
ones do
Yeah,
I
I think
need
it
again?
depends on the die maker.
You should probably help him get the ones he needs.
Oh my god.
Put them in order. Just
But
put
don't
them in a
vocalize.
2010, 2012, 10, 8, 6, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the week-long pill containers for old people. You got like your Mondays. Your
All right,
Tuesdays.
Do that first.
Let's figure this out.
Okay.
I think
Use a
me
metal
and Mark
pipe,
know
too.
each other. Me and
I think you mean Gilbert and Igor.
Gilbert.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is a
That's a D20.
D20.
This,
This is a
Oh, does it not
D20.
give character names?
that's a D20 too.
Our good friend Nathaniel would have to change our character name.
Sure.
That's
Sure.
Quite.
Okay, there's your D6s. There should be
Makes sense.
one more of the colored ones. There you go.
Okay.
Here's your D1, 100.
Okay.
This is half your D100.
Half of it.
Well, because the other half is the D10, which is this.
He should.
Same dice,
Don't be teaching him how to
different
roll D100s. God, if you.
It's never gonna come up this session. Don't worry about it.
They're
No,
right.
no, I'll
You're
go
never
with
gonna
Gamble.
roll a D100.
Okay.
Okay. And then,
I have never rolled one before.
oh, we skipped one.
I've rolled so
The
many.
D12.
Cook out here.
ISO
Gamer.
Well, with the Warhammer Fantasy RPG, I've sure rolled a bunch of them.
And then
God, I hate
there's the
fucking
D8,
percentile-based systems.
which is just two pyramids on top
There-
of each other.
Some.
Yeah, it's just too
Is it
many,
D10?
too big numbers. I don't like big
Okay,
numbers.
so this goes in this stack.
The only big numbers I like are damage numbers.
Stack.
And, yeah.
My
is your
conspiracy
D8.
theory. I
D8.
think Wizards of the Coast added a D3
then-
to Wild Soul Barbarian just so
Your
they could
D4.
sell more dice.
Honestly, yeah.
D4.
Actually,
Now,
let's
which-
check.
Of those,
I think I'm gonna put. Yeah, that's what we're doing. The character sheet's going on the second monitor this time.
Oh, that is genius.
do you?
Do I?
What's that? How's that genius?
Hey, what's genius?
What's that do you want?
I never did it before.
What set do I want?
Really?
There's 4 colors.
I had
I'll
see,
take
I
the
had the
gray.
two monitor split, but I always had the map on my second monitor. But this time,
Just
No.
keep those and then put the rest in
I
there.
liked being able to
My
look
God.
at my character sheet. And my
I
monitors,
wonder why Nurgle won.
my second, my second monitor is small enough that it can't fit the entire character sheet on it. You'd have to zoom out a
Yep.
little, which is uber lame, but you know it's fine.
I kind of memorized the sheet, so like I never really looked.
God.
But
There you go.
Okay.
All right. We'll keep this here in case we need more stuff. But
Okay.
That's your D20.
Okay.
Your D12. Your D10s.
Okay.
Plural. D8, D6, and D4.
Sutal, will you ask Nathaniel
Cool.
if we have a cart?
Do you have a cart?
Do we?
Gotta keep all these dice in something.
Let me get back to you on
People's
that.
God.
I wish we had.
You should be good to go.
God, I hope we
Okay.
have a cart.
Ability
If we don't have
check,
a
I
cart,
will
it's
tell
the first
you
thing we're
what
spending our
to
gold
roll
on people.
and when to roll.
Okay. Cool.
we have a chest full of gold. A barrel.
How many gallons?
I have
of
a
gold
shovel.
coins?
I have a shovel. Let's just start digging for treasure.
Okay.
I do.
I'm gonna say no cart.
No cart. That's really lame. But, you know, it's here, maybe there.
There goes
Yeah,
Crash
no problem.
Pandas.
You have hiking backpacks and that's it. Or your adventure packs, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions before we start? One.
Do we have to give you our pictures and then you have to put them in?
Yeah. I will do that.
Cool.
Or just put them in Discord. Like, put them into the Storm King's Thunder, and I'll upload them. And then I'll change your characters' names. So put in the Storm King's Thunder your character's name and the portrait you want to use,
Oh God.
or DM it to me, one of the two.
Oh no, where'd the image go? Oh no, did I delete it? Ah,
God, am I gonna have to?
oh, it'll be in the recycling bin.
Open image, new tab. I really hope that I don't have a copy image. My thing is not the lamest one. Boom.
I take commissions to draw character models. It's $100 per pixel.
Oh Jesus.
Deal.
I want mine to be 3 pixels total, please.
3 pixels
And it
total.
has to be a square, or I'm not paying you.
I'll break out the non-Euclidean geometry for that one.
Have fun.
Did everyone DM
Okay, so that
Nathaniel
one's
his
Ian's.
portrait? Am I the
I
only
lost
one?
my
John,
character's
John,
portrait.
John, I don't want to put that one in.
What do you know? Put the one
Is
in.
it anime? I bet it's anime.
No, John's not much of a weeb as I am.
Oh, cool.
It's regrettably
Proud of you.
not anime.
Proud of you, John. You're doing great. Keep up the good work.
Oh, don't worry. It's not anime.
It's worse.
It's even better.
Is it like furry porn?
All right.
Oh my god.
Well, it's not porn.
Like just conveniently cropped furry porn.
Oh, I should have done Stacy. Ah, fuck.
What? Oh god, what's his character's name?
Oh, see, Dad, you just. I know we said we'd leave the name for last, but like, cutting a
Oh,
little close.
I haven't. No, I decided 10 minutes ago to go for Chat Arena.
Wait, that's a little awkward.
Yes, because you're Chad. I'm aware.
Why?
Bonzu. Look at my boy Bonzu.
John, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Yes.
Joe from Sheboygan.
Oh my god, I have to get a better one. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Why did he do mine first? I'm just astounded.
Yeah, no, some of these aren't staying.
I can't find mine.
Are you
Nathaniel.
saying
I'm
mine's
gonna
not
keep looking
staying?
for
'Cause
it.
it should.
I would never.
There's a lot of black going on here.
Where's Ian's profile pic? There it is.
Yeah, just put
Alright.
Keep trying to use my
I
3D
found
mouse.
it. Yes, let me steal this image from Pinterest again.
Yes. Fuck Pinterest.
Honestly, fuck Pinterest.
Pinterest doesn't deserve our respect.
And pop.
A lot of this
Yeah.
is going to be first time setup stuff, so we won't have to do this
Cool.
later on.
Look at
You're
that.
telling me we
man.
don't get to choose new portraits every single session? Well, I'm done. GG.
I swear there's a way for like me to give you permission to do it, but I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how either.
Dylan's character model, perfect. I do like the variety of portrait shots we have. Some of them are like full body shots, and then other ones are just like just the head. It's great.
You can crop it.
Hey, at least mine's photoshopped.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mine might have been photoshopped by the person who posted it on Pinterest.
Yeah, they cut out the artist credit.
Yeah.
Mark, thanks for the academic dishonesty. Really appreciate it.
Okay,
what they say.
Mark, what's your character's name again?
Gilbert Oswald Doyle.
Chad, Igor, Chad, Bonzu, and Gilbert.
Right, I remember this conversation. Choose file. Go all the way to M. There are like 600 images in this tokens folder because I downloaded a pack of them from a random website.
Yo, can you? You should definitely toss us that token thing so that we can peruse it.
Yeah, I'll send it your way. Okay, and then Sutao, what's your character's name?
I decided 5 minutes ago on Chat Arena.
Shadarina.
Were you inspired by my name?
I was, yes. I was like, oh god, I need a name.
Is
And
that
I was like, oh,
Nathaniel?
John. Let's take his name.
Oh boy.
All right, everyone's got names and profile pictures. I'm glad this session's off to a wonderful start.
Doing great.
I already regret this, Mark. I'm not changing it.
Okay.
All right, so
Let's
Again.
get started.
last questions before we start. Going once.
What time do people need to be done by?
10 o'clock.
0 time. No
10
time.
o'clock.
10
Okay.
o'clock. Okay.
Will do. All right. So we begin. Chapter 1, The Grid Upheaval. You've been traveling along the high road for days. As evening approaches, you spot a wooden signpost next to a trail that heads north into the hills. Nailed to the post are 3 arrow-shaped signs. The 2 marked Waterdeep and Daggerford follow the high road, but point in opposite directions. The 3rd, marked Nightstone, beckons you to follow the trail. If memory serves, Nightstone is roughly 10 miles up the trail. It's currently evening. I would say the sun has set about now, right? It's like a little past sunset. A 10-mile trip would take roughly 3 hours in order to get to Nightstone. What would you like to do?
Can you post that in the chat?
Oh boy.
That's Suta. That's not gonna happen consistently.
What do you want me to post?
Do you have like a transcript or something?
Oh my god.
Was I not speaking clearly?
Well, I don't
You're not
remember
listening.
everything.
I say we
The-
go half.
The important
Well,
thing.
oh, go ahead.
The important thing is that evening has approached,
Okay.
and it's about 10 miles to Nightstone, and then there's signs pointing to Waterdeep and Daggerford, which are cities further away.
Well, I've never been a fan of, being on the road in the middle of the night. But at the same time, I am not fan of being in one place at night. So I could go either way.
Well, in my experience, things do go bump in the night, and moving around tends to attract these things. So we may be better suited for taking a 8-hour respite here, probably a little bit off the road, and just sleep it off, get to night, whatever the heck the town's called, in the morning.
You are probably right. Let us look
John?
for somewhere to camp. River.
Does anyone object to this?
Oh no, sounds good, dude.
This is good.
It's the fucking oh god. All right, yeah, no. Don't go to the right. Go to the left.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't go
Changed my mind. We're sleeping over here.
sleeping in the shadow realm.
Yeah, just right there is fine. We'll say you're sleeping off the road. Who is leading? Who is choosing the campsite? Would be Ian, Mark, John, Dylan, Sutao.
Who has the highest survival?
Let
guess.
us see. I am what you would say proficient in survival.
Then go ahead and give me a survival check.
Ah, fantastic.
Or yeah, I'd say survival.
Ooh, that is 6.
Okay, so you find a lovely camping spot. It's a wide clearing. It's dry. It's got like bushes on all of the sides. It looks great.
Look at this. It is perfect. Completely surrounded. Nothing could sneak up on us. It is perfect.
Yeah.
Igor, are you sure we should put the tent on top of the stump?
Yes, it provides strong surface for back. Oh, I need support in my old age. Oh.
So
course.
you guys camp for the night. The evening goes by mostly without issue. Are you keeping watch?
Of course we keep watch.
Yes.
No one stays
What
up.
is your watch schedule?
Mm,
Yeah, you'll take 3 people. We'll take 3 watches, unless you want to double up watches.
I will take last watch. I am early riser.
Take the first one. Can catch up on some, I don't know, reading by the firelight.
Ah, yes, keeping watch.
I'll take the middle one, dudes.
Very good.
All right. So in order, could Mark, John, and Ian all give me perception checks
Of course. Ooh.
Oh, my pleasure.
as you go through your watches over the night?
16.
16.
That is a natural 20.
9.
Good, good. Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay. So
I don't know
Mark?
what that means.
your watch goes by mostly without issue. There's a squirrel, and you're like, oh, that's a squirrel. But it was never like a tension building moment. It was just you knew it was a squirrel. John, you see so much that you accidentally see through the fabric of reality. And
Oh,
you're like, oh, that's awkward.
was
but
that
then
on Narcotics or was it just naturally?
I would say it's naturally.
Okay.
And then your watch goes by without issue. And Ian, the last one to hold watch. What would you say your perception check was?
9.
Uh,
I'm doing my
sorry,
stretches.
that voice is perfect. With a 9, you managed to see any threats incoming, and there were none. So
This is fantastic.
the evening passes without issue. It is now morning. It's around 6 o'clock. Everyone's up and eating breakfast. Nightstone is 10 miles up the road. What would you wish to do?
I say we get a move on.
Yes.
Waste not, want not, you know.
Perfect.
I like that, man.
Okay.
Mr. DM,
So-
I only have 30 feet of dark vision, even though I have 60 feet. Is this expected? Normal.
We'll fix that later.
Fantastic.
We're gonna use global illumination for this anyway.
Fantastic news.
Okay, so read the following box text as players. Oh wait, wrong text.
Wrong
Okay.
box.
So, after following the trail for 10 miles, you hear the ringing of a bell. The sound grows louder as Nightstone comes into view, and with that, I am going to configure scene. I'm gonna go
This
to
is very
global
long.
illumination.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, what the heck?
Ooh.
Oh, back up,
Okay,
out of the town.
okay,
Out of the town.
okay.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I feel like there should be one.
Oh god, what do you see? Okay, you see just walls. All right. As I continue, just stay around like here. Just stay there.
All right.
So, you hear the ringing of a bell. The sound grows louder as Nightstone comes into view. A river flows around the settlement, forming a moat. The village itself is contained within a wooden palisade, beyond which you see a windmill, a tall steeple, and high-pitched rooftops of several other buildings. Jesus.
Sorry.
Apart from the ringing of the bell, you detect no other activity in the village. The trail ends before a lowered drawbridge that spans the moat. Beyond the drawbridge, 2 stone watchtowers flank an open gap in the palisade. You can see that by the gap in the light. South of the village and surrounded by a river moat is a cone-shaped, flat-topped hill on which stands a stone keep enclosed by wooden wall. You can see that down south. It's over here. That keep is like, I don't know, 30 feet high, and the rest of the town's like 10 feet high, right? And then the bridge that leads you there, you can kind of see it, but that bridge is like a staircase up, essentially. The keep, which overlooks the village, has partially collapsed, and a wooden bridge that once connected the keep has also partially collapsed. So the town is quiet, aside from the obnoxious ringing of the bells. That seems to be constant. You think it would stop at like 12 or whatever, or ideally 6, because that's what time it is.
Must be
And
using military time.
it hasn't. You all are right here. That's about where you are. What would you like to do?
Well,
The drawbridge is open,
shall we?
right?
Yes, just enter the
Yes, the
town,
drawbridge
find a
is
place
down.
to
Is
stay.
there any movement at the edge of the drawbridge? Like normally people stand guard at drawbridges.
Give me a perception check.
Love to. That is 19.
With a 19, you cannot detect any movement around the watchtowers or around the drawbridge. It seems to be dead.
Interesting. Let us keep eyes open. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
All right. So as you make your way into the town, who is going first across the drawbridge?
Warlock for party leader.
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
That sweet, sweet 12 AC. Let's go.
All right. So Mark is
I
going
got,
first.
I got a book open in one hand. I'm just reading it. as I come
Stop right
in.
there.
Yes,
I would like you to give me a perception check.
I would love to. I'll use my lucky blue die. 13.
You don't really need high perception to see these two things.
Oh, Jesus.
There's 2 wargs, or wargs, I guess. Large creatures that have slaughtered a dog in the town square and are cheerfully munching on its corpse. You notice right away, as you enter the village, that around you are these massive stone boulders that seem to be dotting the landscape. And there's this big hole here, about 5 feet by 5 feet, that something used to be in, you're sure. Maybe like a fountain or something. And as you look around, it looks like these rocks fell from the sky, or at least that's the reasonable explanation. They've impacted somewhat. You can see at certain points houses have been destroyed. And you'll notice it's quiet in the square except for these two wargs.
Those two wargs, the token, have like, I don't know what you'd call it, like saddle apparati.
No, there's no one riding them.
Okay,
They're
cool.
just riderless wargs. What would you like to do? They haven't spotted you yet. Let me double check that. Yes, they have not spotted you yet.
Well, I'm gonna turn around and very quietly inform my compatriots that there appears to be a handful of wargs and, well, just general destruction everywhere. It doesn't look like things are going too well in this town. Should we continue in or head somewhere else?
I think if we like do continue in, we need some sort of like game plan, dude.
Yes, no, that seems like a reasonable course of action. Here's an idea. How about I don't go first?
Can
I'll go
we
first.
climb the watchtower? Is that
Can you climb
possible?
the watchtower?
Yes.
Let me take a look here.
Is this like Divinity where they're like, we can stealth? No, I'm just kidding.
I would like to hide self in a barrel.
I hit the C button and I turn into a barrel.
I would like to turn into bear.
Yes. Given a successful climbing check, you would be able to climb the watchtowers. They're not in great shape, so that gives you some handholds.
Here's a question. The, exterior watchtower over here, how steep is that incline? Is that a climbable incline?
That would be. I actually have a thing for that.
Hey, you came prepared. Look at that.
Well, it's in the book. I'm not prepared.
Okay.
It's called a motte or a mott. Motte. It's a funnel-shaped hill. It would be possible to climb. You can see that it would be pretty difficult.
If I were
without
to
proper climbing gear.
say pull a Breath of the Wild and walk up to the top of a mountain and glide into the watchtower, would that be a thing?
Yeah, you'd have to have the stamina to make it. But yeah, you could glide into the watchtower if you wanted to.
Okay. I was curious.
How many... Oh,
Do I hear any noises of the screaming variety or any other panicked sounds of severe discontent?
No, you do not hear any screams. The
And
village,
what do I know
again,
about
is-
wargs? Are they good boys?
you can tell from looking at them, they are not good boys. Well, maybe they are. It's subjective, right? Good and evil. But they look to be not friendly. Is an obvious assumption you can make. The bell also has not ringing. The bell sound is coming from this temple right here. It's got a steeple on top, and you can see the bell physically moving. And as long as you are standing here
Oh no.
in the entrance,
Oh no.
okay.
Can't spell funnel without fun.
I
If the
suppose we
war-
have just been like standing here for a while, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
can't
can.
complain.
If the wargs take up a 2x2 square, can they cross the drawbridge?
that's a good question. I'm gonna say yes. It would be a tight squeeze, but
okay.
it's possible.
I just
Okay.
want to point out that one square is 10 feet. Are we disregarding this?
Yes,
My
one square
God.
is 5 feet for
My
you.
verisimilitude is ruined.
Okay.
These are 5-foot squares.
In that case, we can probably lure them across the drawbridge, and since they can only go one at a time, have attack them from range as they go across the drawbridge.
This is a fantastic idea. I
Which
can
is
do
good
this.
because while they haven't seen you yet, they've started to get suspicious of smells in the environment.
You know, you guys,
I would say your time is running short.
you move back. I will draw works out, alright?
Of course.
Leaning back, doing a little stretching. I pull out 1 and 2 axes and I get ready.
I
All right,
open up my book and
everyone
start
take up
reading
your
that.
combat positions.
Uh,
If he said to
uh,
get back, unless you want to stand on the bridge with Chad or with Igor.
Can I climb this tree?
If you wanted to.
I would like to climb this tree.
Give me an athletics check.
You see, I'm this thing called a monk. Pretty sweet.
Uh-huh.
And we're gonna see how this goes.
is that good or bad?
That's a 13.
You get it's a pine tree. You managed to shimmy up to the first layer of branches. You're about 10 feet up.
All right,
I'll
take it.
In that time, would anyone else like to do something before Ian walks in there?
I
Takes his turn?
cast Sanctuary on Igor.
Ooh,
All right.
this is nice.
I'm gonna ask you, Ian, to keep track of that.
I am aware.
Okay. In which case, Ian, what are you doing?
I put away 1 of my axes and I pick up large stone off ground. Just in case. You never know.
So these stones are 300 to 500
No,
pounds.
not like one of these stones. I assumed watchtowers were crumbling. Yes?
Yeah, you can take
Yeah.
up a fist size.
Yeah, just large rock, not big stone, large rock. Big difference, huge difference. I step through gate. I look around, and I look at puppies and I say, "Hey, dog, come here now. Yeah, come here." And I just wait. I see if they come towards me.
Okay. At you shouting at them to come there, they immediately perk up off of their corpse that they've been munching on, and they look at you, and then they look at each other, and they go, and then they look at you, and this one starts to charge. I would like.
This is less than ideal.
They're not
for me.
surprised. Roll initiative.
Oh, fantastic.
Everyone, actually, give me
Bullshit.
an initiative roll.
What? I have a -1
You
on
want us to-
initiative. Feels
Wait,
wait,
good.
wait.
Give me a second. The encounter has not started. I think. Let me create
you-
encounter.
Oh, god damn it.
Wait.
Wait, no. Okay,
Oh,
so
we're
the
back.
encounter is here. You're back.
I think you have to add
Yeah.
them into initiative.
Yeah, so you can
okay.
right click on them, hit the sword and shield icon, and they'll be added to the combat.
Sword and shield. Sword and shield. Sword and shield. Okay, so you're all sword and shielded, right? I have 5 people
We're-
in this
we're the
combat.
wargs.
Uh,
Oh, unless you're not putting them in here. I'm just used to. Never mind.
and then Chatarina.
Do I roll a? Oh,
You rolled a
You
21.
motherfucker.
Okay.
That's so sad because I rolled a
Uh,
23.
Suta,
on my
do you wanna-
physical die.
Did you want to roll a physical dice or this dice?
I feel like a 19 is a pretty high roll, so I'm gonna
Alright,
stick
well-
with this.
Well, I suppose I was silly giving him the choice. All right.
Yeah,
so
that was an
everyone's initiative looks to be about right.
Are we gonna wait?
Yes.
Are we gonna agree just for this that we're always gonna roll initiative digitally? Can we make that
It
agreement?
makes it
Ah.
simple.
Just to,
I think it would make sense
Or-
because it just
for the ease of.
I'm going to.
Alright. It just causes
All
problems.
right, these wargs are gonna roll.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. Oh, you guys can see them. Okay. What
Yeah.
about now? Can you not see them now?
We can't see them.
Okay, whatever. You know their turn right now. Chatarina. Ian
Yes.
has just shouted at the wargs. It is
Okay.
your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, so I can shoot at anything within like the little white area, right?
Yes, that's the area you can currently see.
Okay, so I can see Warg 1, which is 70 feet away.
Yes. I will say, Ian, what you're a half orc.
I am a large,
How tall are you?
corpulent half orc. I am 6'6". I weigh 256 pounds or something along those lines. I am big man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
6'4".
Sutal, in order to thread the needle of this shot, even though this is a large creature, they're rather low to the ground, being like dogs and stuff.
Okay.
I would say they have at least half cover from any ranged attack that you are willing to shoot.
Also,
Oh boy,
Sutao, do you know how to use the measuring tool?
I do not know.
So, up on the left, there's a little icon that looks like a person, and then there's an icon that looks like a ruler. And then, boom, you can measure distances. This will be extremely
Okay.
important for a range character.
So yeah, so they're 70-ish feet away. Wait, so if they're in half cover,
If we
That-
look at the cover rules, half cover grants +2 bonus to AC. So they're +2 harder to hit.
fuck it, shoot an arrow.
Oh, shit.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
How do I get rid of it?
Huh?
Hover over it and hit the delete button on your keyboard.
So Sutao, you're gonna take that D20 and you're
Yes.
gonna roll it. And then you're gonna add your attack bonus,
Okay.
which should be, I think, 8 for you.
Yes. Oh, 10. Boo.
10 plus 8 or 10 total?
10 total.
10 total. Okay. With a 10 total, you managed to not hit Ian,
Good enough.
which is nice. But
Good
the
enough.
arrow, man, it like bounces off the edge of this watchtower right there, and flies
okay.
off into God knows where, actually. And do keep track of your ammunition specifically because you have special arrows.
How much ammunition do I have?
You have 10 total.
Okay.
And right now you're down to 9.
Okay.
That is the end of your turn, I believe, unless you have a bonus action you want to do.
I don't believe I can do anything.
Okay. Moving on to Igor.
I take big stone I found, and I chuck it at warg, and yell, "You are ugly dog."
Then when we begin combat, we can see whose turn it is, and it's good for you to keep track.
Aha!
Just makes it easier.
There we go.
Ah.
I was wondering where the button was, and I couldn't find it. Okay, so you're throwing a rock at one of the wargs?
Yes,
Would you like to give me an attack roll for
I would
that?
love to. Ooh, this is strength attack, yes?
No, I think it's dexterity.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Small rock.
Did not know that. That is +1. That is
Yeah,
7.
it's all good, dude.
Okay, with a 7 in dexterity, you unfortunately do not land the hit.
Oh, Jesus.
It goes wide, but you've managed to get their attention. What else would you like to do?
I will take few steps back. Yes.
Good
Oh,
I
idea.
pulled out second axe and I step back. You know, actually, my good friend Gilbert hired me to protect him. I stand in front of him.
All right.
I stand
Okay,
adjacent to him.
is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Anzu, it is your turn. What would you wish to do?
I am going to sit here and ready an attack for when one crosses.
Okay, what attack are you readying?
Just a Warhammer swing.
Just a Warhammer swing? Got it. Okay. And that's the end of your turn. Chad, you're up in
Dude,
a
I'm gonna like keep it slow, and I'm just gonna hold my action for now, dude.
What action are you holding?
I'm like holding the action where I'm just gonna like get out of that tree. I'm gonna live my best life, and I'm gonna like spear the head of like one of those dog things and try riding him, dude.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Do I need a role-playing voice?
If you want.
You do not need one. No. If you'd like one, you can make one.
It helps
It's
my
not
Absolutely not
verisimilitude.
necessary.
I need to.
People do it because they're dumbasses.
It helps
Could I
my
also add that
verisimilitude.
I'd like to hold my action until after everyone else has held action, or is that like too much holding?
You are holding your action until the effect triggers or until your next turn starts. Your effect was to stab one of them in the face, yes.
Correct.
Okay. So when it gets within range of you jumping out of the tree and stabbing them in the face, you'll use your action. And if that doesn't happen, then it's a wasted action.
Aye, aye, Captain, dude.
Okay. Short Warg is going to go first. I did not generate these names. They are randomly generated by Roll20 or by Foundry. I cannot stop them. We're going to see a lot of that.
If you want to stop them, we can talk, but don't worry about it.
Its speed of 50 feet.
Oh, boy.
So it moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then it will take 5 feet of movement to kind of get itself stuck in this like watchtower place It's a large creature. It can squeeze through, but it takes a little bit of finagling. And that is the end of its movement. And because it's not in range of any of you, it's gonna go. "Ah!" And that's the end of its turn. This Venture Warg is gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 30, and it's gonna sit right there, and it's gonna go. "Ah!" And it's gonna push its little buddy.
Oh god.
Enough to where the little guy can move out just a bit further
Hey,
and kind of get out of that squeeze.
Nathaniel, how big
Yes?
is the drop into the river?
The drop into the moat is a depth of 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay. Okay.
And that is the end of the warg's turn. Gilbert.
So
your
I have had my nose buried in my book the entire time this combat's been going on, and I'm going to step out here, take a look at the war, kind of readjust my glasses, check back in the book again to make sure I got this right, and I'm gonna just say under my breath, slightly confused, Eldritch Blast?
Hey, set the line.
Hey, 24 to hit. The,
24
obviously,
does,
the
in
one
fact.
front.
I imagine you're aiming for short ward.
Yeah.
Yes, 24 does hit.
That is going to be a whopping 3 points of force damage.
-3. Beautiful. Oh,
It's
that's
dead.
not correct.
It's dead.
Can you guys see its HP value?
No.
No, we can't.
Okay, perfect.
Just kind of goes, huh, it actually worked. And I step back.
I tried to do -3 on the HP mark, like you said, and it reduced it to 0.
Really?
So
So I
I
win.
minus 30.
So it is
Because you can definitely just do -3.
Okay. That being said, Chatarina, you're top of the round.
Oh,
Combat round 2. What would you like to do?
let's see. So distance, this is 30 feet. Ooh, perfect. At this angle, would I be able to knock the short warg into the moat?
Not with an arrow. It's a large creature. It's not really
Okay.
affected by your giant arrows.
Yeah.
In the same way, a medium creature would be affected by normal arrows.
Okay.
You could try and like aim for its right leg, right, and get it to
Okay.
fall off, but it would be a challenging task.
Let's just go for the head.
All right, give me a roll.
D20 again.
D20 plus your bonus to attack.
But I never know which one's actually a D20.
It's the biggest
The one
one.
with a lot
The
of
most
sides.
spherical.
Total is 17.
A 17 does hit the ward.
Okay. And then I need to roll a D10.
Yes, and then you roll D10 for damage.
This is a D.
The D10 is the, like.
It's the
How
one
to
with
describe it?
also a bunch of zeros on it.
Wait,
It's
the
like
one
a
with bunch of
top.
zeros on it.
It's the most.
It does
Wait.
kind of look like a top.
Most resembles a top.
Oh, right. Okay. So I D10 plus 4, right? Which is my
Yes.
strength. bonus? Okay.
Does
5.
That's
That's kind of
5
sad.
damage. Oh, it still didn't work, Mark. I don't know why.
Oh.
Weird. All right, well, that's 11. Okay. As you manage to launch an arrow, and it embeds kind of right, and it's like right above the head kind of thing. You miss the head, but you manage to deal a solid chunk of damage, and it goes. "Rah!" It's very upset. Is that the end of your turn?
How far can I move? It's 30 feet, right?
No, that's correct. 6 squares.
And then diagonal counts as 1, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up here. So wait, right,
If you hit spacebar, it'll move your character.
right there.
Ah.
Okay.
All right, and that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Perfect. Igor, it is your turn.
Hmm.
There's an angry warg in front of you. It's got an arrow sticking out of its head. Well, back. What would you like to do?
I'm going to step forward. Take 2.
Okay.
Use my action and bonus action to make big meaty thwacks against Warg face. Yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me some rolls.
Oh god, Jesus Christ. That is a 13.
A 13 does in fact hit the warg.
13 hits, 1 hit. I assume 9 does not.
No, 9 does not hit.
Oh,
the mark.
fantastic. That is 9 points of damage.
Okay, with 9 points of damage, was this with your warhammer?
I have
one that hit.
hand axes.
Okay, well, with one of your hand axes, you miss, and then the second one, because the warg like sees you miss and like taunts you and raises its nose at you, and you catch it on the nose, and you give it a go, whack, and it spits out, dealing, what'd you say, 9 damage?
9 damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It's looking very bad
Whoa.
right now. It's quite bloody, you would say, and it's still snarling viciously at you. Would you like to do anything else? Is that your turn?
He does not look very pleased with me, so I take a few steps back.
This will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Of course.
All right.
I do not fear opportunity.
Well, that is the
it has
5.
25 to hit.
No, but on attacks of opportunity, it doesn't add the modifier. Or
No,
whatever?
it's a full
What?
attack roll, but it has
No,
sanctuary. I have sanctuary on me.
You've made attacks. You don't have sanctuary.
Oh, I don't have sanctuary anymore. Shit. Mark, you got it.
Okay, so that's a 22 to hit. Does that hit?
22 hits, yeah. 22 to hit.
All right. So that's going to be slash roll 2d6 plus 3. That's gonna be 10 points of piercing damage. As you turn around and it catches you right in the leg, and and although it's looking very bloody, it still has enough juice left in it to give you a nice chomping.
5.
And I need you to make a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Jesus.
That's a 13. That's a 5 plus 7. That is... Oh, it's 12. Fuck.
You are knocked prone, unfortunately, right there.
I'm sorry.
And just kind of knock you down.
10 hit points.
Yes, it dealt 10 damage.
That's a lot. Level 1 to thing. That's fine.
Yes, that is. Hey, I didn't make this encounter, okay?
There's nothing about this I don't love.
All right. That being said, it is now Bonzo's turn. Bonzo, what you got? Igor is currently prone on the drawbridge.
Yes, he is. Changes things. How are you looking, Igor?
In the scale of 1 to 13, 3.
I'm gonna reach down, put a hand on Igor's shoulder, and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh boy.
10 health.
Oh snap. On the scale of 3 to 13, we now at 13 again.
And that's all.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm doing some behind
What
the
the
scenes stuff.
fuck was that?
Oh, you guys can hear the rolls.
We can see the
hide
rolls.
those.
You
I
can
see
go to
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
private
Those were
or
all.
blind GM rolls.
Whoops, okay,
Gum Gum and
ignore
Beto.
The
I didn't
gang's
know
all
that.
here.
Who the fuck's
Gum Gum and
Don't
Beto.
worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're moving
It's a
on.
backup party for when these guys die.
Oh god.
It's Chad. It is now your turn. Bonzo, I assume that was everything you wanted to do. Heal Igor.
Yeah.
Okay. Chad, it's your turn.
All right, so I see like my big buddy Igor here. You know, he just got like bitten and taken down. I'm like, dude, I can't let that happen to my man. So like, I go and I jump off of that tree. How much can I glide actually?
Your gliding speed with 10 feet. Let's see.
Would be 1 to
What's your glide ratio?
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean? I have 50 feet of flying speed when I don't have my wings clipped by the DM.
Well, okay. So I'm gonna assume it's 3 feet by 5 feet. So for every 5 feet, or let's say it's I don't know, 5 by 5. That's easy for no. That's not gonna be set in stone. I'll do more research. But for basically every 5 feet of sideways motion, you can glide 5 feet. But you lose 5 feet in altitude. So I'd say with 10 feet of elevation, you can glide 10 feet.
That is bogus, dude.
Okay, you're right. I'll say 15 feet. It's a 3-to-2 ratio.
So I'm glad we
Only
have used
slightly better,
Sokotoa in
dude.
this campaign.
Let me look it up. Glide speed. I'm sure someone's done the math.
30, 60, 90 triangle.
20 feet of forward travel for every 5 feet of descent. You have 40 feet of glide speed. There you go.
Oh, that's what I like, dude. All right. Now, I'm gonna describe my action, and I just want you to like double check me on this. So, would I be able to jump off of that tree and try to land on the arrow stuck in the dude's head?
You could try.
What kind of role would that look like intuitively as someone who has flown and landed on a lot of things?
I would say it's because it's moving. It's an acrobatics check with a relatively medium difficulty class. It's not the hardest thing you've ever landed on, but because you can't fly right now, it's a little harder.
All right, I'm gonna go for it, dude.
All right, give me an acrobatics check to see if you land on top of the arrow.
That is a 17.
17, you succeed. As you fly, and I guess there, more or less. You fly down and you manage to time it just right so in the warg lifts its head to chomp at Ian again or Igor. You manage to get your little bird claws stuck in the arrow shaft. What would you like to do now?
I would like to claw its eyes, dude.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me an attack roll, I guess.
I'm gonna treat this as an unarmed strike bonus action.
Sure.
That is a 26.
26 does hit.
Okay. That does 9 damage.
Fucking monks. Level 1, 9 damage. Jesus Christ.
Well,
okay.
isn't it 1d4 plus 5 because I had my dex?
You do add your dex, yeah.
So
Okay.
that was max damage, but
all right. With that, you manage to give it a good you go to claw it in the eye and then it moves a little bit. Instead of clawing around its eye, your claw just goes straight into its eyeball. And it's and the beast gives out one mighty last roar and then falls over dead.
and then can I use that claw as a kind of jump
Oh.
and go on to the second one?
Do you still have an action?
I do. That was my bonus action.
Okay. It would use your action,
Yes.
but yes. I
Oh, that would
allow
use
you
full
to-
action? Dang.
I would say a full action.
How close am I to the other one?
You are at least 5 feet away.
Okay. I guess instead I shall daintily walk along its... Sorry. I'm going to daintily walk along its corpse and spear the other guy.
Okay. In which case you can move. I'm going to move you because you're on top of it. All right. Give me a spear attack then.
All right. That is going to be a 14.
14 does in fact hit. Give me some damage.
That is 5 damage, dude. My claw does more than that.
Weird. 33 minus 5. Okay. All right.
I'm ready to die, dude.
You've successfully managed to stab it in the face with a spear, and it kind of backs off a little bit and then gives you a solid death glare. And it's awkward because Shortwork's dead. Around the town, you start to hear. First of all, what's y'all passive perception? Does anyone have less than 10 passive perception?
No.
How do you calculate
No.
passive perception again?
It's wisdom and
10
then
plus your perception modifier.
yeah, 10 plus
Sweet.
perception modifier. So none of you have below 10?
No.
No.
Okay. You'll notice that the bells have stopped ringing. They've been ringing for the entire time you've been walking up to the town and when you started fighting, but now they've stopped ringing. And you'll hear the sounds of doors opening throughout the town. And it's a little hard to hear, but you definitely hear the temple door kind of like crash open. You know.
Bother.
It's now the Vengeful Warg's turn. And Chicken Joe, you just stabbed it in the face.
I did.
And so it's going to try and stab you back.
Good luck.
Yeah, does a 10 hit?
No.
All right, yeah.
I said
And
no
then
stab
with
back.
that, it is going to... Let's see here. I guess it's not going to move. It's going to stay right there. It tried to bite you, and it will continue to try and bite you in the future. Gilbert, it is your turn.
With my spectacles and corneas and whatnot, can I see a clear path from myself to the Vengeful Warg, possibly for blasting in an eldritch manner?
With Chad standing on the other warg's corpse.
Oh,
He's
that's
gonna
not a
charge
2x2 entryway. The Warg's just covering up the wall. Got it.
Yeah, it would not be an easy shot.
In which case, we blow in a pact magic slot. We doing some dissonant whispers on the Warg, so
Okay.
it gotta make a Wisdom save, DC 14.
Everyone
A
knows
wisdom
wargs are wise.
save. That is an 8.
So it fails. So it takes 12 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to get as far away from me as possible. And at the same time, Chad hears my voice in his head and just says, "You can hit it now if you'd like."
Yeah, it's going to attempt to run with its 50 feet speed of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
And
45,
it
50.
does trigger opportunity
And
attack.
Chad does get an opportunity attack.
Dude. I like these whispers. That is going to be a 15.
A 15 does hit.
And this is with the spear again.
Yeah, it's the weapon you
Yeah.
had on.
And that is going to be 10 damage.
10 damage.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Monks.
It's
Yeah, so 10 damage as you stab it in the butt as it turns around and leaps away. It's looking pretty bloodied, but it is now 50 feet away from you. So that's kind of a bummer. That is the end of your turn, Gilbert.
Yes.
And we go to this guy. Okay.
This guy. Oh no.
This guy.
Chad,
Yeah,
could you give me a perception check?
Oh boy.
oh boy, dude.
Out from underneath the compass. A
That
giant.
is a 22.
22. Give me a second.
Well, actually, that's a 24. But that's a... Forgot to add percent.
I need to roll something. Okay, with a 22,
Excuse me.
you do actually see this guy. It's a goblin, and you see that he walked out from this building and kind of moved over here and then hid here. So you can no longer see him.
Okay.
But you saw him cross. It's up to you whether or not you relay that information.
And it was a goblin?
It was a goblin, yes.
Hey, guys. Looks like there's a goblin maybe running the show over here.
Yes, and as you say that, you spot another goblin as it kind of rounds this corner and walks out and sees you guys. Well, I suppose it walks out there. It sees all of you guys at the drawbridge, and this goblin goes, "Ah, ah, do any of you speak goblin?
Yes.
Mainly, okay. You hear faintly, but you hear gum beat up aki. And it's going to take a shot at you, Chad, with its short bow.
All right. I don't have deflect projectiles yet. Ah.
No.
Imagine being level 1.
Quick, we gotta level up before they shoot.
Yeah.
Why does it say it's a melee weapon attack?
Ha!
My,
Wouldn't have worked anyways, I guess.
Those aren't boulders, they're goblin eggs.
Jad, does a 17 hit you?
17 does not hit.
I hate your AC.
You hate the monk class then. I don't know what you want from
No, I
me.
hate you with 20. It's not the monk class, John. It's you with 20 dexterity and
No, okay.
18
yeah.
wisdom.
Look,
Oh,
I-
wow.
In
yeah.
wisdom. Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Yeah, no, his stats are insane.
Thought I had good
All right,
stuff.
it fires an arrow and it misses. So it thunks next to your head. And you're like, whoa, that was scary. And then it's going to turn around and 5, 10, 15, and move there. And that is the end of its turn. Chatterina, it's your turn.
Yes. Your boy's gonna move 30 feet. Okay. Do I have a shot towards the warg, or is that a no?
With 2 people in front of you and a corpse, no.
I am prone.
I mean, you can make that shot. Ian is prone, that's true. But Chad is on top of the warg's corpse.
Oh, yeah, no.
I would say you can make a shot if you want to. It would be a hard shot to land. I would say it's got 3/4 cover where it is right now.
Okay, let's not do anything then.
You can use your action to use another set of movement speed if you wanted to.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Uh,
It's not difficult terrain through that. It's a little awkward, but the corpse is you can get over the corpse without using additional movement.
okay, so I can. Can I move next to the watchtower and attempt to climb?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so think. Okay, what do I have to roll for this?
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Oh boy, how do I do this?
And climbing takes up double movement. Wait, where'd you go?
I moved 3. I
Under
moved,
Chad.
He's
Oh,
under
well,
me.
There's a
You
chance
can't be
there.
there.
I can't be there. Okay,
No,
let's
you
move
cannot
back.
occupy the same place as a player.
So I have.
You can move there if you wanted to.
So I can climb it even if. Okay, so that's like 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I can
Yes.
climb this watchtower.
But
right
you would
here.
only be able to climb 5 feet if your movement speed is 30, because climbing takes double movement. So you could start climbing, but you wouldn't be able to get very far.
How high is the watchtower?
Ooh, I have something for this. The watchtower is 20 feet tall. And at the 15-foot mark, there's a gap, right, where it's got like a roof, and then where someone would stand for like shooting things with a bow. There's also a door in the watchtower. It's currently closed, but there's a door there.
Is the door locked?
You could try it.
Okay, I try the door.
It's unlocked.
All right, open that bad boy. Can I move inside it?
Yes, you can.
So do I just like go right there?
And
Okay.
that's the last of your movement, I think.
Yes.
But there's basically inside of this watchtower, there's a drawbridge mechanism that you can see. It's a bunch of winches connected to some rather large chains, and then there's a ladder that leads up.
Okay, and the ladder doesn't take moving, does it?
Sorry, the ladder what?
Like I don't have to like there is a movement penalty for climbing the ladder.
No, the ladder is the same as walking.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. And that's the end of your turn, right?
I believe so.
All right. The door opens, and Vark, who's been banging on, or this goblin who's been banging on this door, you'll notice that another goblin answers. He's like, no. And then Vark turns it and points at you, the party. And this goblin goes, oh shit. And it will take a shot with its short bow at John. That's a 7. That does not hit.
Dude, that's a good try, dude.
And then it will duck under here and kind of beckon Vark to come in. That is the end of its turn. Igor, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
You are currently prone.
I stand myself up. That is half my movement right there. That is 15 feet of movement. I say, I guess I'm a little rustier than I thought. I am going to take, I think... I'm going to take 15 feet of movement speed. Go right there. Look around. What do I see? I see some goblins over there.
You see some goblins all about. You see more of the carnage and the wreckage of the village. If you'd like to, you can give me a perception check.
Would that be my
Although
action?
I'm gonna say, if it wasn't your action, I would say -5 for just like a quick scan around. Everything that you see now, this is a perception check for like harder stuff.
I am doing quick scan. It does not matter to me. I will take my action. I'm going to dash. Use 20 feet of movement to dash over here. Quick scan. 25 right there. How... If I hit behind that, would I have... How much cover would I have if I hit right there?
That's a wall. I'd say you probably have 3/4 cover if you like slide yourself up against it.
I slide myself up against that.
Okay. And that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right. Bonzu.
Bonzu is gonna run 20 feet there. That's 25. I'm going to dash.
Nathaniel, can I be? Oh, never mind.
I'm just gonna dash right here.
I was wondering, could I hide
that
right
the end of
here
your
instead?
Yes, you
All
can.
right, thanks. Sorry.
Is that the end of your turn, Bonzo?
Yes.
All right. Chad, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I would like. How tall is the watchtower?
The watchtowers are 20 feet tall.
So it would take my entire movement to climb the watchtower, which means I could not do anything once I did.
Yes, that sounds about right.
You can take an action when you get to the top.
You could take an action when you get to the top.
Yeah, like what action?
I don't know.
Punch
Ranged
the
weapon.
wall.
I think I actually do have a dart.
Darts. Oh my.
It comes with a mug. You can read the. I forgot about it honestly. Can I try this door?
Yeah. Go ahead and give it a shot.
I give it.
I'm gonna be.
The door opens.
I'm gonna step away real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Is it open?
Yes, it's open.
All right, sweet. I climbed to the top.
Okay. So you're at the top of the watchtower. You can see everything that you saw at the top of the watchtower. If the door opens, there you go. Would you like to do anything at the top of the watchtower?
I would like to throw a dart, and I need to look up
At Vark or at the vengeful warg? The goblin or the warg?
at the vengeful warg.
Okay.
Let me go to dart. I didn't think I'd ever use it.
Close range 20, far range 60.
It's a pretty short ranged weapon.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know if I have to. I mean, it's just throwing, so. I guess I'll hit this guy because he's barely in range.
Yeah, you're going to be at disadvantage, but you can give it a shot.
You know what? I will.
All right,
Is it?
give me a roll.
All right. Disadvantage, you said?
Yes,
All right.
because you're at the maximum of your range.
That is going to be a 12.
12 unfortunately does not hit as your dart lands just shy and into the big hole in the center of the square right there. It's and the warg has its back to you. It does not see it.
That's just insulting.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. This one opens up. A goblin exits the building, pops out here, takes a look around, sees what's happening, says, "Oh shit," in goblinoid, and then hops back here. Another that, and ends its turn right there, and it takes the hide action. That is the end of its turn. Vengeful Warg. Mark, is Dissonant Whispers only one turn?
Yeah, they're fine. They're no longer spooked.
Okay. With that, the Warg is going to turn around and be very upset with you all.
Yeah.
And use 45 feet of its movement to pop right there.
Oh boy.
And it's going to take a chomp out of Bonzu.
Bye, Bonzu. It's nice knowing you.
Does a 14 hit, Dylan?
No.
Okay. It misses.
Don't worry, Bonzo. We have a life cleric that'll patch you right up. Oh yeah.
That's right. With no spell slots left.
And that's the end of the warg's turn as it goes. Right, very upset. Then we move on to the initiative tracker. Gilbert, it is your turn.
Well, Gilbert doesn't see any other living creature, so he has no idea what's going on in there.
Well, you see the warg, I think.
No, I don't.
Oh, no, you technically don't. That's funny.
5, 10, 15. Oh, there it is. Can I get a good shot on it yet, or should I move more?
I would move another
I think I
5
need to move
squares,
another.
and you would be uninterrupted, I would say.
Oh, okay, well, that's Eldritch Blast.
Give me a roll.
That is 14.
14 hits.
9 force damage.
9 force damage is enough to kill it.
Yeah.
As you go, and it blasts against its shoulder, and you hear the bones crack as it kind of, and it
I
falls over
walk 2
dead.
more squares in. Can I go here amongst the warg?
Yeah, you can stand on top of the corpse. That's fine.
It's cool.
Is that the end
Okay,
of your
that's
turn?
my turn. Yeah, get me out of here.
All right. Jill, Goblin, it is your turn. Goblin is going to peek around the corner and see this mess. And it sees... Let's see, who does the Goblin see? Oh, I don't have token vision for the Goblin. That's okay. It does not see Chatterina, but it does see Gilbert.
That's fair.
And it does see Chad. It also sees Bonzu. And it's going to look... It saw the warg try and bite Bonzo, and there's kind of a corpse in the way. So it's going to peek around the corner and take a shot at you, Gilbert, since you're kind of standing out in the open.
I'd have it no other way.
That is a 14.
That hits.
Classic. Hey, this is the first time I have to roll goblin damage. Isn't that exciting? 1d6 plus 2. 6 points of piercing damage.
He can't
As
kill
it-
me.
Hits you right in the left shoulder, and you're like, that hurts.
Still have a third of my HP left.
And then it's going to go around here, and it's going to disappear.
Oh.
This is the end of its turn. It is now this goblin's turn. This goblin is looking at it, sees the other goblin take a shot at Gilbert, and is like, I can do that.
Yeah.
He's gonna move here and take a shot at Gilbert again.
He's gonna die. Yes.
Does a 12 hit Gilbert?
You better believe it does. Do
8
it.
points of piercing damage.
Oh,
How many?
God.
8 points.
Yeah, I'm unconscious.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, this is great. I love this.
8 points of piercing damage as it fires the arrow and it hits you right the other shoulder, and you're like, fuck. And then it's going to, with its last movement, duck here, close the door as a free action, and disappear. That is the end of the goblin's turn. I'm sorry about that, Mark.
Oh, no.
Chatterina, it is your
Yes.
turn.
What benefits do I get from altitude?
Do you get advantage from it?
I don't know.
I don't know if there is any. I think
The
it's
high ground.
there's like people get less cover from you because
High altitude, Dungeon Master's Guide.
Ooh.
10,000 feet. That's
No.
weather conditions.
You usually gain advantage or disadvantage through decide the circumstances not related to a creature's inherent ability to provide the edge. So I can give you advantage based on altitude
Okay.
if I deemed the circumstances worthy. I'd say with 20 feet up, if you were to take a shot at anyone, you would have advantage as long as like they weren't in cover or whatever.
But they're all in houses right now, so that makes us.
They are all in houses. That's correct.
How sturdy are the house walls?
Well, they've been bombarded by boulders and such.
Okay.
So if you had to guess, not the sturdiest they've ever been.
Okay. Are they?
You don't
like,
know where any of them are, so you'd be taking a blind shot.
That's okay. Are they like wooden houses?
Yeah, they're wooden houses with thatch roofs.
How many walls can I shoot through?
Fucking Christ. I'm glad it's
I would say with your great bow, I would give you 1 wall's worth of full damage. right? If they're right up against the wall, you can pierce that wall, but you won't be able to pierce the second wall. Or if you do, it doesn't do any damage.
Be a good scare though.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. Imagine how terrifying that would be. You're hiding behind the walls. You're like, oh, we're safe inside. Boom, arrow straight through the wall.
Okay.
And you see the hole through both walls.
Okay. So there's a goblin. How do I do a pointer?
If you hold down click, you can ping.
Okay,
Thank
so
you everyone for demonstrating.
there's a goblin in either this square or in this square, right?
Yes.
So it's a 50-50 shot of either.
Right.
I'm gonna
If
say
yes. There's no guarantee it's in one of those two squares, but that's where you think it is.
that's what I think it is, because where the hell else would it be? All right, let's shoot for this square.
All right. Give me an attack roll. I guess we're gonna play battleship rules.
1d10 plus 4.
D20 plus 8. You're
Attack
rolling
roll.
to hit, not to do damage yet.
But it's a house.
Well,
to-
you're rolling to hit to see where you land the shot.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Because you
one-
are trying to hit something through the wall. You're not just like aiming for the wall, right?
Yeah, okay. So it's a d20 plus 8.
Yes.
22.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. So there are 6 squares, or there's more than that. I'm gonna roll for where this goblin is.
Okay.
To see if it actually landed. Well, because Okay, give me a damage roll.
So it's a 1d10 plus 4.
Yeah, I forgot that I actually know where the goblin is, because I just put it invisible in Foundry. That's my bad. Yeah.
11.
11. So with 11 damage, as you fire the shot, you break through this one, right? This door is here. You shoot straight through the door, and the door just kind of gets knocked off its hinges by the force of the arrow, and you pierce this back wall, right, with that
Okay.
kind of like angle. And you'll notice that if you, with your eagle eyes, if you give me a perception check,
How do I do that?
it's a D20 plus your perception modifier.
D20
that
plus my perception modifier. Perception modifier.
Should be under wisdom.
So 0, I guess.
Yeah. If nothing's written there, it's probably just whatever your wisdom is.
12.
12. So you managed to pierce a hole through the door and then through the wall. You don't see anything on the other sides, and it doesn't look like you hit anything, but you're not entirely sure. But there's now a hole through both walls there to the other side of the house over to here.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
How big is this hole?
Arrow sized. I'd say probably like at most 4 inches across.
4 inches across. Okay, that's
At least for the second one. The door's open, but
Oh. Okay. Yeah. On to my turn. Nothing else I can do.
okay. And it is now this turn. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. From here. All right. Let me give this goblin a roll. As this goblin reveals itself, as it peeks out from the window right here, and kind of knocks the window open, and then leans out and tries to take a shot at Chatterina, because that's the unobstructed. But you are in at least half cover. +2. All right, does a 19 hit?
Oh God, how do I determine that?
Your armor class.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So unfortunately, it manages to thread the needle, dealing 5 points of piercing damage as it sticks its head out and gets kind of a lucky shot as it and kind of smacks you. And it like doesn't really stick in, right? But it manages to get you pretty good in the shoulder. And you're like, ooh, that kind of hurts. That is the end of that goblin's turn. Igor, it is your turn.
Did I hear my good friend Gilbert's death throes? as he fell to the ground?
He has not made them yet.
No, like,
but you.
did I hear him
Oh,
go?
as he fell to the ground. Yeah, no, you probably heard that. Mark, did you shout when you died?
Oh bother!
All right.
And then
So yeah. Igor was paid to be here by that good man. So he's gonna take 10, 20, 30 feet.
Go behind the
paying
unconscious
you.
guy.
I don't know. I'm here because of you. So I'm going to attempt to figure out what is wrong with him. Yes. I'm gonna try to make a medicine check. Try to stabilize him.
Yeah, no, give me some medicine.
You know, I'm not great at this. I'm gonna be honest. That's a 19 plus 1.
Yeah. So wait, unnatural 20 does in fact stabilize Mark.
This is
I think the DC is 10 for those medicine checks.
I
Is it? I believe that's your action.
that is my action. I got no bonus action worth doing. I think that's it.
So I'm stable.
You're stable.
You are stable. You are not up yet. You still have 0 HP,
Oh,
but you
nice.
recover in 1d4 hours.
Oh, let me roll that. Or do you want to roll that?
1 hour.
Oh,
Look at that.
Easy. Just gotta wait this one out. guys.
And that's the end of your turn, Ian.
Yeah.
Sweet. Bonzu
Bond.
is your turn.
Well, looking over, I can see Gilbert's stable.
Mhm.
So I am going to
The best word to describe him right now.
go one wall. Okay, game. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to
Alright.
sit right there.
Okay.
No. I'm going to dash.
Oh,
Go 5, 10, 15, 20. I actually have
man.
30 because of so I'm gonna walk up to this door and open it.
and open it. All right. Well, surprise, surprise. There's a goblin right there.
Nice.
As you kick open the door, and it's like ah. But that's the end of your turn, right?
That is the end of my turn.
All right, Chad, you're up in the watchtower. It's your turn. What do you do?
Do I like see any goblins?
You would. Not without a perception check. You don't see any right away. Bonzo looks like he's seen one, at least.
I think I'm gonna like see if I can like glide over there, dude.
All right. With 20
that's-
feet, you've got it's
lot
20
of-
feet for every 5. Yeah. You have 40
A
feet
lot
of
of
glide
movement.
speed. So
Okay. Oh, close the door.
Isn't he 20 feet in the air?
yeah, it's 20 feet for every 5 feet down. So
So
with
he's
20
got
feet in the air, he's
80.
got 80 feet of glide speed.
So I would like to. Here, let's move here and reassess. Okay.
All right. How many feet is that? Is that 5 feet down?
That's 5 feet down. I think that's about 20 feet. Might be
That's
a little-
30 feet.
That's 30 feet. Never mind.
Yeah. So you're I will say round down to 10 feet. So you're 10 feet off the ground, give or like 12 and a half. And you like to reassess.
I would like to. I just wanted to see what was happening.
Yeah, you can see one goblin in the window. You can see a goblin in the front door. You can also now see this goblin, who's just showed up. And this goblin, who has been drawn by the sounds of combat.
Where
They're entering the initiative.
I-
Over here. These two.
Oh,
It looks
I-
like they were playing in the yard. They were trying to chase a chicken around, but now they have their eyes set on you and Bonzu. And then you won't see anything more without a perception check.
That's totally cool, dude. How high are houses?
They are
10 feet.
I would say the roof starts at 10 feet and they're steepled roofs, so it goes up to like 15, 20 feet.
Okay, that's not ideal then. I'm going to let's see. I would like to go through the window.
So that window is, if I look up the building that you're in, that window is 10 feet up in the air. It's like 15 feet, right? Because this inn is a 2-story building.
I see.
So you wouldn't be able to go through because you'd be at 5 feet above the ground
I
here.
cannot go through the window, and I'm
You
not
wouldn't
an
be able to go
arrow,
through it.
so I can't go through a wall. Okay, I understand.
You could
So-
land. If you gave me an acrobatics check, I'd let you like grab onto the window frame. If you were successful.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right, give me an acrobatics check then.
Remember, I do have opposable thumbs, by the way. It's like my wings are in the back.
What?
The chicken's disturbing. Yeah. You can look.
It's you're a dragon and not a wyvern.
That is 15.
With a 15. All right. So you're coming up to it and you realize a little late. It's like, ah, shit. I don't have quite enough like up to get this far. Like I need like at least 5 feet more up. And so you desperately try and like swing your legs forward and kick off the wall in order to give it a shot. And I say with a 15 in acrobatics, you're able to just barely get one hand onto the railing. But it's not a steady grab. And if you don't do anything to fix it, you're gonna fall off. Right? You can't hold this position for very long.
All right. So, dude, I'm gonna use my action to go ahead and take my spear, make it break the window, and pull myself up. If that
Well,
is
the
one
window's
action.
already open, which
Oh,
is why
never
you're able
mind.
to grab the windowsill.
I am just gonna use my action to pull myself.
Yeah, that sounds good. And there's a goblin right there. And you kind of, I don't know what the rules are for occupying the same space as a small creature. I'm gonna say it as a reaction, it takes like 5 feet back, in order to accommodate you coming in there because it's surprised as all hell that somebody just flew in through the window. All right, that was your action. You still have a bonus action, I believe.
I would like to say, "Oh, are you surprised to see me?" And then I'd like to punch its face.
All right, give me a roll.
That is an unnatural 20.
That does in fact hit this poor goblin.
And that is 6 damage.
6 damage. So you give it a nice punch right in the face, and it staggers back, right? And it drops its bow just on the ground, but it is not dead. It's almost dead, but it's not dead. As it looks up at you and kind of spits the blood out of its face and looks at with a bit of fear in its eyes. And that's the end of your turn. This one's dead. This goblin. Which one's this one? Oh, okay, it's this one. This goblin is going to reveal itself, and it's going to step out here and take a shot at you, Bonzu,
Okay.
because it was hiding there. Does a 14 hit?
No.
All right. Well, it takes a shot, and then it hisses at you and goes back here. And somewhere around here, it takes the hide action,
Okay.
and it disappears. This one's dead as well. Gilbert, it's your turn. You're
Okay, my turn's
stabilized.
over.
I don't know what the rules are on this, but I think you're just out.
Yeah,
for it.
I'm
Oh right, there's a person right there, right? Yeah. This one is going to take a shot. It's going to reveal itself as right here. Sutao, you're close. And it's going to take a shot at Bonzu. Does a 24 hit?
That does hit.
8 points of piercing damage as it hits you right in the back as you open the door. It gives you a good thwacking. And at this, let's see. Okay. This one and this one are coming in too. Man, you guys made this hard by running into the village.
Oh shoot. Okay.
All right, and then this one as well. I have to get a bunch of guys to enter combat. All right. It is now top of the round. This goblin's turn. Let me reveal some of these.
Good God.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, how many goblins are there?
There's a couple.
Too many.
This is a level 1 encounter.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
I don't think they were anticipating you to storm the village and then not retreat out and just charge in there.
Okay.
Until right
time
now,
you
we've
move
had no
it-
reason to retreat.
Yeah, kill the dwarves really easily.
That's true. Well, the problem is Dylan moved right here, and that spawned these guys, or that started these guys fighting.
Oh, boy.
And then because Chatterina shot here, it attracted some other goblins in the initiative order. All right, it is Tot's turn. Tot's going to move over to here with 15 feet of movement. Take a shot at Bonzo. Does a 16 hit, Dylan?
No.
Okay. And then it's going to go, and it's going to run this way. It is Filk's turn now. Okay. You guys don't see him. He's going to do that. All right. It is now this guy's turn. Right in front of Dylan, there's a goblin, and it goes, and then it's going to turn around and run because Dylan looks pretty imposing standing there.
Yes.
And these goblins
Attack
are
of
cowardly.
opportunity.
Give me attack of opportunity.
Okay. That is a 10.
A 10 does not hit, unfortunately,
Yeah.
as it shimmies on up there and disappears up the stairs to go up top. And then it is Chatterina's turn. Chatterina, you have eyes on this goblin here, and that's about it right now. And you also have eyes on this goblin back here.
I do, yes. Okay, so distance-wise, that is 75 feet. I assume I can shoot over Bonzu.
Yes, you can.
All right.
Small boy.
Yeah, no, he's not exactly in the way.
Has this goblin taken any damage yet? Like, does it appear?
No, this goblin has not taken damage. It's
Okay.
also in half cover, according to you, or 3/4 cover, honestly, from you.
Does this goblin?
That goblin's in no cover.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Let me pew this guy.
All right, give it a shot. Some rolls.
So is it a D20 plus 8?
That's correct.
Uh, 23.
23 hits. Rolls me some
Alright.
damage.
And then I need to roll a D10 plus 4.
So, funny thing about rolling a D10 plus 4, these goblin HPs are randomized because of the script in Foundry.
Okay.
You will always kill it.
Oh my God.
Oh.
It only has 5 HP.
Oh.
You can roll damage if you want, but
Oh. Yeah. I rolled a 9. Kill
okay.
it.
Yeah, so at 9 does enough damage to completely eviscerate it.
Which
Poor Pojo didn't even get a turn. And he's already dead.
question?
Rest in Joe.
Funny enough, as I'm looking through these HP values, a lot of them have rolled quite below average,
Question. Did I
which was not intentional.
Did I see which direction Chatterina was shooting her arrows from where I'm standing?
Yeah, you
They
would
are, they
see-
are massive arrows.
they're massive arrows. You saw they were firing into the northeast. And you hear a as they just like body thunks to the ground. That's the end
really-
of your turn.
Really, it's more of an explosion. But
50 cal sniper rounds.
yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Chad, there's a goblin right in front of you with no HP. It just got punched in the face. It's desperately going to try and run away. Give me an attack of opportunity. John,
disconnected my mic and I thought I could get it back in time, but it's not back yet. Anyway, yell into my room.
Yeah, okay. John doesn't have a microphone. Give him a second. Just give me an attack of opportunity.
Crit.
That's a natural 20.
Oh god.
I'm gonna assume it dies because it has 1 HP. Yeah, no. Okay, here's what happens. You punch it so hard, right? You give it a good thump, 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 and then by the third one, your hand just kind of goes through its chest. And it's like, ooh, that's kind of gross as it crumples and dies. And Vark, who's the goblin next to this one, who climbed up the stairs, is now terrified of the fact that he just watched his companion die so gruesomely. Igor, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna use 10 feet of movement speed, go 1, 2, I guess it's like 2 right there. I see
Give me or it's your passive perception.
13.
Give me a second. Ooh, okay, that's just enough. You do not see anything.
Great. I'm gonna
Alright, am I good?
use my action. That was 10
Yes.
feet.
Yes,
there,
you're good.
20 feet to go. That was 15
Oh,
feet.
okay, you see this.
Oh.
Having not seen it before, you stumble across a goblin that is
dear Lord.
currently hiding and looking in the other direction.
Oh, fantastic. I'm going to take action to take hand axe and drive into skull. Yes?
Yeah, no, that sounds like a
Fantastic.
plan.
That is 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Beautiful.
Oh god.
Oh, goddamn. That is only 6 points of damage.
That is enough. This goblin has 4 HP.
Fantastic. I take...
Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just use average HP from now on.
I can help you turn off the auto stuff. Don't worry.
I turned it on because I thought it would be cool, but looking back
Oh,
on it, there's
okay.
a lot more minimum rolls than there are maximum rolls.
I take 10 more
Um,
steps. 5 more steps.
Yeah, that goblin's dead.
Fantastic.
You just cave its head in.
Boom. Give him. Bonus action. What is range from there? 40 feet. Is goblin, like, in window?
Yeah, it would be in half cover, but you could take a shot.
Not worth it. That is turn.
Okay. Bonzu, it's your turn.
Banzu. I'm not doing too hot, but I
This
think I want
goblin's
to.
outside. This one's on the second floor. Just FYI.
Yeah. I think I want to go up to the second floor. I don't know how much where stairs and stuff are, but I'm gonna assume it's within my movement.
Yeah, I'd say it's your 25 feet has you, or 20 feet has you next to Vart on the staircase.
Cool. I'm gonna swing at him.
Give me some rolls.
Okay, that's a 9 to hit.
Yeah, that does not hit, unfortunately. Is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
All right, that's a good time. This goblin is going to go there. I don't know why. So I read up on this goblin, and they're not technically supposed to be an initiative, and that's on me. This one's dead. Chad, it's your turn.
That's me. All right. So there's a goblin in front of me.
Yeah, Vark is on the landing. You can see Bonzu kind of on the stairs trying to swing at him.
Does it look like he has him pretty good?
He missed.
No.
It wasn't exactly a close shot.
All right, I will be like, don't worry, Bansu, I got you. And I would like to unarmed strike him.
All right, give me a roll.
That is a 10.
10 does not hit, unfortunately. You go to punch and you miss.
Bansu, he's an evasive one, isn't he? And then I try to pull strike him.
Okay, give me a
with
roll.
a spear. And all right, this one's a 16.
All right, 16 hits. Thank God.
Man, don't worry. and that does a whopping 8 damage.
Yeah, 8 damage is not enough to kill it.
Snap.
But you manage to smack it so good, you kind of like hit him right in the balls, and the goblin just drops onto his knees and goes, "Oh!" It doesn't look like he's very good. He's looking very bloodied.
That's what you get for struggling, man. Just relax and go through life.
Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's the end of your turn.
That is.
This goblin is going to go, and they are going to peek out from over here, and they're going to make their way up here, and then they're going to look around, and they're going to see Chatarina, and then they're going to see Jilk hiding behind one of the walls, and they're going to use their dash action to go over here, and that's the end of their turn.
Okay.
And now it is Gilbert's turn.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Mark.
This happens every time we play. It's hilarious.
Every time we play D&D with Mark, one of the combat, like the first combat session, Mark just doesn't get to play. And I didn't try. I rolled publicly. All right. Jilk's gonna step out and take a shot at Chatarina. I assume an 8 does not hit.
No.
And then Jilk is gonna step back and use their bonus action to hide. And now it is this goblin's turn. This goblin's gonna open the door and come swinging in, and see Bonzu right there, and it's gonna go up and use flanking rules to try and get a smack on him.
Wow, we're doing flanking.
Confirmed, flanking.
Flanking is +2. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Unnatural. That is 7 points of damage. As
I'm down.
My cleric down.
As it stabs you in the back with its scimitar, and you go, ah! And you crumple, and the goblin goes, and kind of spins it, and then like almost drops it as they try and catch it.
Dude,
and-
Bonzu, no.
It's this goblin's turn.
I can't do this.
This goblin is going to go up here with its movement, and with its action, it's going to take a shot at Chatarina. Does a 18 hit you?
Yes. Yes, it
Oh,
does.
holy shit!
It's an
7
8.
points of damage.
Oh, your boy's unconscious.
Sure, a 19 barely hits John, so 19 or 7 points of damage as it threads an arrow through the window and kind of hits you right in the stomach. You're like, ah! And your armor blocks most of it, but you do take 7 points of damage, as that's the end of its turn. This goblin here, trapped between a rock and a hard place, is
I'm the rock.
I suppose one of them's down. It's gonna try and take a desperate swing at Chad, I think. An 8 does not hit.
So try in vain, my dude.
Chatarina, it is your turn.
Your boy is at 0 HP.
Oh, you are. Oh God!
You're about to TPK the fucking first time.
We're
recording.
about to- first time.
Oh shit!
There are so
Wait,
many goblins here.
How many people are down?
3.
2.
A majority.
3.
3 out of 5.
3 out of
It's
5. Okay.
Don't worry about it. I have plans for this.
In 59 minutes and 48 seconds, I'm back up.
So Sutao, at 0 HP, you go into the down but not out state.
Okay.
And because it is your first turn, you roll a death saving throw, which is a D20 with 0 modifiers. Just roll a straight D20.
19.
A 19. Ooh, almost a crit success.
Respectable.
You
Respectable.
succeeded. Any roll 10 or above is a success. So
Okay.
you fill in one of the bubbles on the success chart.
Yay. Okay.
And then that is the end of your turn, unfortunately.
Okay.
This one's dead. Igor, it's your turn.
I heard Chatarina like falling, right? 'Cause I heard.
She's still in the watchtower. I imagine is it a she or a he, Suta?
She.
Okay. Well, you heard she go down. They're still in the watchtower. They haven't fallen. But you heard them go down.
Okay, so I'm gonna. This seems like a very, very bad place to be. 1, 2,
I swear I'm going by the book. I promise.
Ugh.
No way of getting people up. It's down to John. Out of character, how you
Yep.
feeling? How you feeling, John?
John
As
hasn't
long
got
as they don't go above 19 on their hit, I'm great.
Okay. Um.
So I think I'll be okay.
Oh God, I'm about to triple back, aren't I? Oh God, that hurts so bad. Yeah, I am.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna take 25 feet of movement speed. Go get boom right there.
God.
I'm gonna scoop
no.
up my friend Gilbert Oswald Doyle,
my hero.
and I'm going to grapple him and take him as far as I can, which I believe is right there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm sorry, Igor.
At the end of
Your
your
archer's in another tower.
Is that the end of your turn, Ian?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Bonzu, give me a
Death
death saving
save.
throw.
7.
7 is a failure.
The life cleric's gonna die.
God, Jesus.
How ironic. All right. That's the end of your turn. Chad, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
So do I hear his like 2 like death failing?
No, he only failed once, but
He's
you,
only failed once. Okay, that's
you
good.
hear
That
him
gives me
fail the
time.
death save. I will say. We'll say that's canon.
Bonzi, you just gotta hang in there a little more. And I unarmored strike the one right in front of me again.
All right, give me a roll.
That is a crit success.
Yeah,
I really need different d20.
No.
Well, it's only got 1 HP, so I imagine it dies. But you can roll damage if you want.
I would love to roll damage. That is 13.
Yeah, no, 13 damage is enough to kill it twice over.
And then I look at the other one and I say, "Do you want that to happen to you?"
Give me an intimidation check with advantage because it's a crit success.
Good thing I have advantage.
Wow, John, gotta roll better dice, my dude.
I got a 4.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, Tot is not intimidated.
So can
by
I
you.
can I rephrase that too, dude? Like, do you like that?
Yeah, no, that'll work. Todd is not impressed. The goblin on the other side.
Goblin does like that.
And
And then can I use my actual action now, or was that my action?
oh no, yeah, no, that wasn't your action. All right,
Okay,
go ahead. Forgot about monks.
I'll say, all right, apparently so. And I'd like to spear attack now. Does a 13 hit?
Where are you moving to get the spear attack? Are you gonna stand on top of Bonzu?
I
You
was
can
gonna
do
move here.
Yeah, you
Or
can
is
go
that the stairwell?
Down,
or
you can
like-
go down the stairs. That's fine. That works.
Okay, or I could go on this side. I mean, it
Well,
doesn't-
I don't have a diagram of the inside of that really matters, so I'll say that's fair.
Okay, got it. So 13 hits.
13 does not hit,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's fun.
It's got a higher armor class than that. As you miss with your spear, and Tot is laughing at you now. I imagine that's the end of your turn.
Dude, this is not radical.
All right. It's now this goblin's turn. And this goblin is going to kind of duck around and see if it can see anyone. And it can just barely see Ian. But Ian's in half cover. It's going to take a
Wait, am I
shot.
the half cover?
Yeah, no, that's a 5. 5 does not hit. And it's going to duck behind and use the hide bonus action.
By the way, there is a 4x4 hole in,
Oh, yeah, 4 inches by 4 inches. These goblins are not good enough shots to use that, though.
Okay.
Gilbert, it's your turn.
Next turn.
Good talk. This goblin is going to step out here. It's actually, this goblin is going to run here.
59:42.
And it's going to use its dash action to come help its compatriot over here. And that's the end of its turn. Tot! This goblin is in front of you, Chad. It's going to take a swing.
Have fun, dude.
14 does not hit.
Goodness, I'm really not looking forward to that crit.
And that's the end of its turn. This goblin is going to move here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's going to take a shot at Ian. That's an 11. I
Miss.
assume that does not
Yeah,
hit.
miss.
And it's going to hiss at you, and that's the end of its turn. Chatarina, it's your turn. Roll me another death saving throw.
That's a D20, right?
Yep.
D20.
Oh, 5.
5 is a failure. Go ahead and circle that one. And that's one success and one failure for you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Igor, it's your turn.
So, with Gilbert in hand, I am going to take 10 steps forward. I'm going to drop my good friend Igor right in front of me. That costs double movement, right?
That 10 feet, because you're carrying him, yes, I
Okay.
think so.
So I'm going to take another... So that's 20 feet. I'm going to take another 10. That's 30. I'm going to use the dash action to dash in and up. That get me...
You can, so there with diagonal movement, you can get all the way up with a 30 feet of movement.
Okay. I'm going to use my action just to...
You're up on-
I'm going to use my...
Well, use your action to dash.
Oh, I use my action to dash. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to put my hands out so I can grab Chatarina as my action next turn.
Okay, that sounds good to me. All right. Bonzu, it's your turn.
Save. I'm gonna roll one. I hope you know that.
Do it. Do it!
Only a 6.
That's what you get for
6
being a
is
heel
another
slut.
failure. Oh, no.
Famous Mark Twain quote. But tell me, who heals the healer?
That's 2 fails.
Oh, I want to kill someone. Whatever. Chad, it's your
We're about to hit the 3 fucking cleric party, aren't we?
not a TPK if not everyone dies.
The gods.
Are we still a team?
Hurry, Bonzu, I'm just gonna need you to hang in there just a little more. You do not. Don't die.
Oh boy.
And I would like to unarmed strike the person in front of me.
All right, give me a roll.
That is 17.
17 hits.
Dude, nice. And that's gonna be 9 damage, dude.
Yeah, this goblin rolled 2 for their max HP. I'm not even shitting you. That is 0. That successfully kills the goblin. He's dead.
That's what you get for making fun of Chamina Hortija on it as a
It-
squat.
It was laughing so hard that it wasn't even looking when you just stabbed it in the face or punched it in the face, whatever you did.
I would like to turn around to the person behind me now, and I would like to take my spear, and I would like to make a little shish kebab.
All right, give me a roll.
That is a 24.
24 hits. There you go. Thank God one person roll high.
I can't.
And that is going to be another 9 damage.
Yeah, 9 damage kills it. Skewers it straight through, and it goes as it dies.
All
right.
right, dude.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's the wrong one you just killed, dude.
Oh yeah. Okay. This one's still alive. It's sorry, they all have the same name.
No, you're good.
All right.
Bonzu, hang in there, dude.
You have a use your action and bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
no, I don't have a. Yeah, I can't work.
This goblin is going to peek around the corner and sees Ian in half cover up on top of that tower.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to take a shot at him.
Yep.
That's a 3. That does not hit.
Good.
And it's going to use its bonus action to hide. And then it's going to be Gilbert, your turn.
Next turn.
All right, good talk. This goblin's dead. This goblin's alive. This goblin is going to see that Chad just single-handedly dispensed 2 full health goblins, avert its plan, and start heading this direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it sees Gilbert on the bridge, and it's like, ooh, fresh meat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it uses action to dash to you. And that's where it's going to end its turn. And then Chatarina, it's your turn. Give me another death saving throw.
2.
That was danger close, but not a critical failure. If you roll a 1, it's a critical failure, and you add 2 to your death saves. And if you fail 3 death saves, you die. So that was close, but you're good.
I am almost dead.
You're in pucker territory.
You're in-
I was gonna say this will be quite the backstory for all the living characters.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I can't really see what's going on right here. Can I like peek over it before I?
You could see it. You see that goblin.
I can't do that. I'm gonna move myself in a precarious way so I can look over. Okay. Move myself back into the precarious location I was in. Fuck me. Sutao, give me an even or odd.
Odd.
I literally just launched my D4 off the table. I am going to.
It's easy. Just who do you like better?
I'm gonna pick up Chatarina, and I'm going to jump out of the tower. Just like,
oh god,
right here.
Oh.
That is a 20-foot fall. I believe you take 1d6 fall damage from that.
Yep.
I can roll that, or you can.
You roll it. I don't want to know.
Sweet.
You'll know.
That is 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. I'm taking it.
As you land on your feet
Oh,
with the
that
body
hurt.
over your
Oh god.
Wait. Oh, okay. I guess
getting perhaps a little old for this.
I am way too old for this. I see Goblin rushing my good friend. Yes.
Yes, you do.
I'm going to use rest of movement, stand on top of my good friend Gilbert, and toss my good friend, new friend Chadarina behind Gilbert, like right there.
Okay.
So I go. Do I move?
I'll move you.
I am going to hunt for D4 now. Yes.
Is that the end of your turn? I assume so. All right. Bonzu, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Give me
It's
another
my
Bonzu,
turn.
please.
Please.
I'm using a different dice.
No.
You got this.
Come
Got
on,
this.
Dylan.
Nat 20s.
I got a 7.
Yes!
Jesus Christ.
Was that 3 failures in a row? Did you
Yeah.
even get it?
Dylan, it's time to
No.
start rolling the prisoner they have in the basement.
The poor man had a backstory.
Oh,
Well, we don't know
God.
it, so we can recycle the other character.
oh God.
So with that, Chatarina, since you're right, or not Chatarina, sorry, Chad, since you're right there, you manage to look over, and you are within an arm's grasp. Your turn is literally next turn. As you, we're just gonna go to your next turn. As you go to
I'm
like
gonna go take a piss.
grab
I'm
him and
pissed.
stabilize
Oh,
him.
this is good. I love it.
And Dylan, do you have any last words to give to Chad? As you regain consciousness for about 6 seconds before you die.
You got a good arm, young one. And then I pass out. I faint. I'm out.
And with that, Chad, you hold Bonzu's dead body in your arms.
The Celine Dion song from Titanic starts playing.
No. Who heals the healer, dude? I thought I could make it, dude. And I couldn't. Just Chad is sad, dude.
Chad, it's your turn. Do you want to do anything? John?
Do I see any goblins around me?
No, you don't see any.
I'd
Oh,
like to
you see dead bodies of goblins.
I'd like to take the loot out of my pack and play a little like song in Bonzu's memory.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. Do you want me to interpret that song?
Not with a kazoo.
Yes,
That's all I have. Do you want me to use a melodica? That's my other.
Oh, give me a kazoo song. Let's hear it.
10 seconds.
Dylan, I'm so sorry.
What I miss?
What did I miss? Oh gosh. You serious, Ian?
Yeah, I just went to take a piss. I'm sorry.
Wait. How long were you gone? What's the last?
What's the last thing you remember happening?
Dylan died. We got to Chad's turn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Dylan, okay. I thought you had missed that. I am so sorry, Dylan. I did not mean to. I
Roll
I
straight
really thought
18s
you would
across the
succeed
board, my guy.
at least one of those saving throws. At least one. You had 3 rolls to
I
roll
had
above
3
it.
rolls. Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
And I was like, statistically speaking, it's gonna happen. I've got 1 round of fuck. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I guess it's this
I
goblin.
can't find my kazoo. I'll just look at
In the arms of an angel. Man, this music that I've been listening to for combat does not fit anymore.
Titanic type shit.
Someone can get rid of the button here, I'm sure. This goblin is going to see his compatriot over there, and he's going to go this way for his movement. And that's the end of his turn. Gilbert, it's your turn.
Next turn.
Good talk. This goblin is going to attempt to smack Igor in the face.
Yes.
Because you got an array of his kill. Does a 19 hit?
And 19 hits. Yep.
Oh no.
Take 1 point of damage.
I'll take it.
Or, sorry, 3 points of damage.
Oh
The bird man.
Is the man really playing taps on the kazoo?
That was beautiful.
In Gilbert's unconscious state, his arm slowly raises to his head in a salute and goes limp again.
Oh god.
All right,
This is the moment of truth for Chatarina too.
Chatarina.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Roll
Oh,
big.
no.
Big money, Chatarina. Big money.
Yeah, death
All
saving
right.
throw.
Big
Is now the time we
Good
mentioned that
deal.
when you die in game, you die in real life?
Yep. Nathaniel's just gonna
God.
walk over and kill you.
Not socialized though, that'd be
Oh
dangerous.
yeah, absolutely not.
That's
So
dangerous.
Mark, which one of
Also
us gets to go kill
technically
Dylan?
Sutao, what is that number?
9.
Oh! Oh god!
No!
Oh fuck.
Shut up.
We're not out of the fight yet. We're just mostly out of it.
Serious?
We are officially-
Is that 3 failed death saving throws.
We're teetering
That
on
is-
half of out of it.
3 failures.
This is how Dylan could have ruined Storm King's Thunder as a one-shot EN.
It's possible. Thank you, Nathaniel. You're settling an argument me and Mark had.
And I thought we were kidding.
Just kill everyone.
Yes. Oh god. God, he's got to go explain to Sutao that his fucking character is just gone.
No!
Oh, all that
His
deep lore.
character
The
for, like,
deepest
4
of lore.
moves.
Oh.
Oh
Nathaniel, is it
god.
my turn?
Well, so Banzu is dead.
Katarina?
And Chatarina is dead.
Okay.
Ian, it's your turn.
Fantastic.
We are playing Dungeon Crawl Classics.
I want you to know, you called whatever you when you called even or odd, it was whether or not I tried to stabilize you or tried to get you out of harm's way. And
Oh.
unfortunately,
Sutao,
you fucked it up.
it was you who decided even or odd, though. It's your fault.
I'm gonna roll one of my. I'm gonna pull out my second hand axe, and I'm gonna roll a hand axe attack against I think this is Filk in front of me, right?
It's Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
That's a unnatural 20 to hit.
That does succeed in hitting.
That is 10 points of damage.
You only had 8 HP.
He's gone.
With 10 points of damage, you successfully kill Filk, splitting his head open. And as you do that, you turn around and see Chatarina
Just fucking gushing
kind
blood.
of reaching out for you. Chatarina, you're conscious in the last moments of your death. Do you have any last words to give to Igor here?
Fuck, I don't know.
That's it.
Are those your last words?
It says.
Say, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. How about I just die? That sounds like a good plan.
All right, fair enough.
Igor, you turn around and see Chatarina, and Chatarina makes eye contact with you, and then opens her mouth as if to say something, and then closes it, and then dies.
Oh my dear.
Fuck. Oh god. Hold on. Well, hold on. I have a bonus
Okay,
action
yeah.
and movement left in case I need to use it.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's still your turn.
Did I see the last goblin cross this line at all? Like, did I see him cross in a specific direction?
Yeah, you see where he is right now. Over on the ping.
All right, who has the res scrolls?
Damn.
I honestly want to res somebody, but I don't know how to do it with staying in the realm of the possibility within the book.
Yeah,
lore.
but you're gonna res Tot and have him kill Igor.
I'll res. It's like
I'm
it's like the genie, right? It's like res somebody. It's like res somebody.
I'm gonna use 20 feet of movement,
Monkey's Paw loses a finger.
10 feet of movement. That's 35 feet away, right there. Actually, I think I'd be better off if I was right there. 35. I'm going to use my bonus action to huck one of my hand axes at him.
All right, give me a roll.
This is a bad idea. I heard someone's Discord notification. You can't
Yeah,
whisper
me
in
too.
secret. That is a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
This is the moment of truth here, boys. Oh dear lord. Oh, big money. That's another 10 points of damage.
Yeah, that kills.
Oh dear lord. My dear. Oh.
Okay.
I just kind of collapsed to the ground and I used my second wind.
Fucking
Yeah. So that is the end of combat. Congratulations, everybody,
Oh my
for
god.
completing your first round of
Holy
combat.
shit.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh, dear.
So if we take stock of the battlefield, Dylan is dead.
What happened?
Sutao is dead.
The fuck happened here?
Gilbert is recovering in 56 minutes.
I was gonna ask you the same thing, dude.
Dude. Oh my
I
god.
tried my best.
I go scoop up the corpses of I scoop up Chatarina's corpse and I grab Oswald and I drag him in here. Is this building look pretty undamaged?
Yeah, that building, that's a temple at the moment. There's been some tampering with the bell mechanism, but other than that, it seems to be okay.
I'm sorry, that's my Discord.
It's a temple to Lathander and Maliki, which is the goddess of dawn and the goddess of forests.
What was Bonsu's god?
Helm,
Who? Helm? Interesting.
god of protection.
Oh my god. Whoa.
Dude, have you been holding on to that bomb for the last half an hour?
Oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm gonna start. I set up Gilbert next to the side of the temple. I'm gonna start just gathering up all of the corpses and dragging them into the town square.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. I have a request as a dead person.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be thrown into the hole in the town center to see how far it goes down.
It only goes down 5 feet, Sutao.
Oh,
I still throw him
We
in there.
know.
Very
I'm really
clearly,
sorry to ruin that guy's
as I'm going
hopes
through
and
his
dreams, but-
inventory, I find a very clearly written note. If found dead, throw in hole. And I place him very carefully within the hole.
Do not donate my organs.
They are mine. I don't want to share.
Okay. Okay.
Chad, my boy,
All right.
can you check inside pockets, see if they have anything to figure out what happened here? Because my understanding of this area was it was not inhabited by goblins, so I'm going to look for houses, you look through corpses, yes?
Yeah, sounds. Yep, totally.
Do you need to
radical.
take a break? Should we just sit down for a
No,
bit?
it's been a hard day.
It has been a very brutal day.
Okay.
Can I make a religion roll?
Yeah. Give
How
me
would
a religion check.
Bonzu want to be, like, disposed of?
Well, give me a religion check.
I know, but I'm just giving you. Oh, that's not good.
Oh no.
Well, it's not bad.
Sacrilegious.
It's a 10.
Dylan, with a 10 in religion, how would you want to be buried?
How would I want to be
With a
buried?
10 religion.
So keep it
It's not
generic.
very motivating, but it's fine.
Subterraneanly.
Just like a nice solid grave with a whatever Helm's symbol is as a
Oh,
gravestone.
great. Does he have any, like, symbolism on him?
Probably. Right?
I'd have I have something of his on mine.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, so I'm
An
gonna
amulet.
hold up the session here for a little bit. Let's talk out of character.
Okay.
How we all feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah,
Wow,
I
that
didn't
was,
take a single hit that whole time. I don't know what you're talking about. Great.
So that did not go as planned. I want to point that out.
Yeah, Sutao, this was your first D&D experience, correct?
This is a strong one.
2-hour-long combats where you just die are atypical. This is strange.
I have so many questions.
So I will say I am sorry for both Dylan and Sutao. Dylan, I know you spent a lot of time on the deep lore.
Oh,
We
yes,
never learned
much
it, so
time.
technically you could just make the same character.
This is
Oh,
true.
Dylan-
Just make a brother. You'll be fine.
Dylan, can we, since we're not going to get the chance to, will you tell everyone what your last name is?
It might come up.
Absolutely.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh,
Are
Are
We
you
might-
sure, Dylan? Because once you give this out,
this may never.
you can't take it back.
We can always recycle this, Dylan. Only
Ooh.
me and a couple of people know about it.
I think I might have a plan.
He's got a plan.
Okay.
He's got a plan.
He's got a
He's got a plan.
Sutao, I'm very sorry. I did not mean to kill you. Generally speaking, this isn't how the first session goes.
This is some deep end learning
People
theory.
don't die. And I know I said death was possible, but I also didn't expect it to be this possible. I'm sorry because you really wanted to play your longbow character, and I was pretty excited. I had a magical weapon already lined up for like level 5. Oh boy, I deeply
He's gonna start
apologize.
tearing up.
That being said, I don't want to keep playing for another hour and a half with 2 players dead and 1 player unconscious.
Especially because it's 10 o'clock in half an hour.
Especially because 10 o'clock in half an hour. I'm gonna say, let's call the session here, and kind of wrap it up. And at least the people that are dead can go about their business if they want to, if they have something they want to do, or like start playing a game and just listen along. For the people that are dead, I can talk to you individually about getting a new character in next session, because there are some events that can happen that are very easy to slide a character in. So do not despair. There are more opportunities.
I'm very despaired right now.
I'm sorry if you want to pull the classic route of saying, oh, but that's fine. This character died, right? But it's fine because Chatterina's brother came along and she's the exact same carbon copy, except this time she lives. I am absolutely fine with that, and I support that wholeheartedly. If you want to play the character that you wanted to play with like the same lore, that's completely okay.
Before we do call it quits, could we just loot the town, figure out what, like, can we get like some semblance of
Well,
what
the problem
fuck
is because
happened?
looting the town involves
advancing plot.
some role play.
Okay. Okay.
An advancing plot. And so we can get most of it out of the way. I'll tally up some gold pieces and whatever.
Mhm.
You have completely dealt with the goblin threat, I will say.
Yes.
There are no goblins left in the town.
We did it, guys.
2 questions.
Yes.
1, are we using XP or milestone?
We're using milestone. Oh, you're all level 2, by the way.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Because if you're using XP, I was going to ask if we divvy it up amongst 3 people instead of 5 now.
Oh, dude.
Should we
No,
level
so
up?
you are all level 2.
Should we level up now as if we just took a long rest, or should we just wait until we take the next long rest?
No. You can level up, but you do not take a long rest.
Okay.
So we don't level up because you level up on.
You get features back, or you don't level up until the long rest. Yes,
Okay,
that also
okay.
works.
Okay.
If leveling up is complicated without long resting,
Yeah.
then yeah, hold your level up until you long rest. God, okay.
Good. This.
So I meant to ask at the end of the session, kind of like what you thought the pacing was like.
Aggressive.
And I had a couple of questions lined up. So I want your feedback, all of you. Ian, let's start with you. What did you think of today's
Okay,
session?
so you said you didn't expect us to go into the town. That you expected us to stay on the outside of town and draw people out. My only question with this is my interpretation of the bells ringing and there being wargs right outside the room, the building with the ringing bells. Was there people calling for help within the temple?
Yeah, so the way that the book laid out the combat was a tad aggressive.
Mhm.
In terms of the book had enemies positioned where I had positioned them. They were all accurate enemy position. It was also accurate enemy counts. Give or take a few
I'm gonna
goblins.
move myself around. View at this fucking place.
There was supposed to be 5 more.
There was 3 that I deleted. Just because it would have been a total party kill if I let
Thanks
those
for your
stay.
honesty, Nathaniel. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I will be transparent about that. I didn't want a total party kill, and I saw it was leading that way. I tried to do enough to where it didn't seem like I was just trying not to kill the party. But I also didn't want to make it blatantly obvious that things weren't just not going to kill you. For poor Sutao and Dylan, especially with Dylan, I thought 3 rolls would be enough to get at least 1 success in there.
I did too.
Yeah, no, that was good.
That one I feel
That
like
was rough.
that was unpredictable in terms of how badly the rolls went. For Sutao, I think I probably should have not hit one of those shots that hit. But I didn't expect you to go down so quickly. I should have kept track
How
of
many
HP
times did
better.
Sutao get hit?
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
Oh yeah, level 1 squishy.
Level 1.
Yeah, I
is
think
where-
I even only got hit twice.
Yeah, the goblins did a substantial amount.
Yeah,
of
I
damage.
only got hit twice.
So okay, Ian, that's good to know. John, feedback for the session.
That's good. I mean, just a little too many goblins, probably. I think the fact that they were, I want to say, almost so well positioned and spread out did not help either, because we kind of flanked and spread out ourselves.
The book
but that is
specific-
also something that we could just take for future reference.
The book specifically states that like they're supposed to sit on the outskirts firing arrows, and so that's what I did with them. But I realized that is so many goblins for a level 1 party.
That is because we don't have high enough long range DPS. And
Yeah, it's like that. Looking back on it, they were supposed to be, I guess, more spread out. But the book also states that like when fighting erupts in the square, certain goblins move to the position, and like you draw aggro.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think in hindsight I would have run that a bit differently. And probably placed less goblins out and about.
You know, I
Uh,
think I know why people don't like Storm King's Thunder. You know,
why do you think?
I don't know. I just kind of get the vibe that I understand why people. I'm enjoying this. This is great.
I always heard people like it.
Mark, what did you think of today's session? I'm sorry you didn't get a turn.
You don't want advice on pacing from me because I mechanically wasn't able to play the whole time. You know what? You want to know what? While I am shocked and not happy that, especially Sutao and Dylan's characters died. I appreciate that the dice, like where the dice lay, you kind of go with that. I appreciate that because that, assuming we ever actually have a victory, that means
I really hope
yeah.
that by the third session, no one from session 1 is still alive, and that just every 3 sessions there's a completely new group.
Well, it's just a murder house game.
my archfey warlock, Oswald Doyle Gilbert.
So thank you, Mark. Dylan, how'd you feel today's session went?
I thought it was great. I think overall the combat, I think it would have been fine if we were a higher level and like had more utility. It was just like the lack of like spell slots and stuff that kind of screwed us. But overall, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's just a hell of a first encounter.
Yeah, no, this is your level 1 encounter. There are supposed to be, I think, a total of how many test doctors did I do? There's supposed to be 2 wargs and like 12 goblins in this town.
Jesus Christ, Nathaniel.
Spread out throughout the thing. It's maybe a bit high. And it also states that like when you fight them one-on-one, they run away to their companions. So it's not like it's supposed to be a bunch of one-on-one fights.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Let's compare
this
that
town's
to
also tiny compared to like how many goblins there are.
This is hilarious.
Sutao, this is your first D&D experience ever. I promise you it's not always like this.
It is.
Okay.
Nor is it usually like that.
It
Nor
should
is it
be.
usually like this. That being said, how did you feel? All right, good talk. I'm gonna assume badly.
I think it was fine. I'm not entirely sure what I expected.
Well,
Probably not to
you'll-
die.
Hopefully, stick around for the next 2 sessions, and I can prove to you that D&D can be fun and not all death. Also, with the higher level characters you get, I think the more fun combat gets.
Oh, yeah.
To an extent.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, this is again. I'm sorry. I said sorry like 6 times, but I am sorry. I did not expect the goblin to 2-shot you. I was not keeping track of
Get hit
stuff
with the
enough.
2-piece. Never
It's a
expected.
two-piece combo.
And okay. I had a
Daniel,
thought process going
How
through
do
my
you
head.
feel?
Well, okay. This wasn't how I planned it to go.
It never is.
Yeah, no, I can tell you.
I was really proud of my prep work in terms of like laying out the maps and getting all of the goblins to like show up as proper armor classes and laying out the scenes and I put all of these journal entries on the buildings, right? I've got like all of these things that I can click on that has all of the descriptions. I didn't end up using any of them.
I will say very nicely done with the what are they called? Terrain walls. That's like, oh, you learned well.
Yeah, the terrain walls were it was my attempt at being like, oh, if you want to see like the top of the building, but
They
not through
look
it.
good.
Yeah. So next session is going to be either on John, are you here next Saturday?
Probably.
When
I would
you say
assume so,
next,
especially
what do you
because
mean
I'm
by
not
next?
allowed to socialize.
Oh, no, yeah, that's fair. You can't. University let out a quarantine. John and Sutao are stuck.
Yes.
They could go to class, but they can't talk to anyone else except me, I guess. Although I think that's technically illegal, so whatever.
I think because we're roommates, it's okay.
That's not rules as written.
It's not rules as written. So we could do, because this session was pretty short, and also pretty bad, all things considered. I would mark this as a bad session
What?
in the ones that I've run. I still beat
Absolutely
players.
not, Nathaniel. How dare you downplay your genius? This is pure genius, Nathaniel.
Do you know how much deep lore was just created off of this?
This is
Oh.
true like torture. Like it's good player torture because you make all that deep lore and then it's just accidentally snuffed out. Like it's one thing.
I'm really glad we didn't spend too much time on Sutao's lore. I feel really bad.
Oh,
if
I
we
don't think I
did
did any more.
that. Okay.
Wait a second.
He did come up with the name after seeing mine.
Sutao, Or do
Hello.
you have any plans for your new character?
Well, I do enjoy using the great bow, so I'm probably going to go with that again.
Okay, then I'm not gonna ask for your deep lore then. Damn.
Oh right, yeah, you reuse the same deep lore.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. I think it's bad. The reason I'm calling it bad is because it's Sutao's first experience, and it's a very atypical experience, right? It's like if you walked into, I don't know, trying to think of a good group-friendly analogy.
A game of billiards and someone threw the cue ball at you.
Yeah, no, that's spot on.
Game of
It's like if
Parcheesi and you get tased.
Yeah, it's like if you walked into a
That's some of
game
the
of
rules.
billiards and the guy threw a pool ball at you and he hit you. You know, it's like that. That's not how
And still
pool
got it in
generally
the
goes.
pocket.
And so that's why I call it a bad session. But I can also see why, Ian, especially, you like this
Oh,
kind of
This is
a play
the kind
style.
of shit I fucking love. Oh,
I'm glad some people enjoyed it. Okay, the important question is, did you have fun in this session? Or were there parts where you did not have fun? That's what I wanted.
I'm having fun now. In the middle of it, I was just in pure panic. It's like, oh fuck, shit, fuck. But, and I think that's like, I like that though. So I would say I enjoyed this. I can definitely understand why some other people would not enjoy this though.
John, did you have fun in this session?
Probably, I definitely did. I think but only because I was as OP as this fight was, because of my 19 armor class. But that's not the only reason I had fun, but it was the only reason that I was able to stay alive.
I had 18 armor class.
Rest in peace.
Uh,
What kind of armor did you have?
Jesus
You had chainmail?
Chain
And
and
a shield.
Yeah.
Gotta have the
No, they rolled like
finest in plate
24s to
armor.
hit Dylan. It was ridiculous.
God.
Mark, did you have fun in this session? Be honest with me.
Okay. Now I'm gonna hold you to that. So, over under, yes. I have grown, especially as for my time DMing, just taking a lot of glee in watching things fall apart.
Oh no.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, this has like Great One vibes to it. Assuming everyone didn't die, again, it wasn't. I wouldn't use the word slog, but combat was slow. Like that was a 2-hour combat.
Yeah.
So I
There's
think
a lot of enemies, especially.
yeah. So we should
Okay.
work on keeping things fast. But hey, the group is fun, and
Thank you.
the DM is good.
I wanted the honest
The
feedback.
math
Dylan,
is bad.
the math is bad. Dylan, did you have fun in this session?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Did Anzu have fun?
Oh,
Banzu had a lot of fun.
Oh no.
Oh,
the sadomasochism
maybe a little
makes
too
me
much fun.
aroused.
a little too much Konosuba right there.
But yeah, I mean, like combat was probably a little slow, but like that's about it.
Okay, good to know. And finally, Sutao, did you have fun?
Yeah, I think creative with combat is interesting. So yeah, I had fun.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that think.
And Nathaniel, I would not be as harsh as to call this session anywhere close to a failure. No one's plotting the murder of actual human beings.
This is a
I don't know. I still gotta
for
go.
Sutao, it's like,
This is a learning moment.
but it wasn't a good first learning session because we only got a taste of combat and we didn't get a taste of like the other parts that the game is encompassing.
The other half
So
of
this was
3/4.
very much not a representative sample.
Yeah, I think I overestimated how much ranged damage both the goblins dealt, and I overestimated how much damage you guys would deal.
Eldritch Blade.
Or underestimated the goblins and overestimated you guys. Because in terms of ranged, you have Gilbert and Sutao. And Sutao didn't have a shot a lot of the time
Gilbert.
because the
Gilbert
goblins would hide,
died.
and Gilbert went down immediately. So that was like both your ranged sources.
Yeah.
Just weren't able to do as much as they should have been. That being said, I think we should continue
Of
this.
course.
we'll roll in Dylan and Sutao's next characters at the beginning of next session because something is supposed to happen before you guys long rest. So it'll time in perfectly with that.
Secrets.
And you
Do
guys
I get
can
a short rest in the hour I'm unconscious?
is
I would absolutely rule no.
I'm gonna say that there's gonna be like a 3-hour gap where I'll go over for the 3 people that are alive. I'll go over like you guys loot the town and anything that like appears then, right?
Mhm.
And some non-major storytelling for any, like gold pieces and stuff like that.
Gold is extremely major
but you-
storytelling, Nathaniel.
But you won't explore the keep until we have all 5 characters back, and you won't take a long rest until we have all 5 characters back.
Of course.
That being said, in terms of scheduling, this session lasted. Let's see, it's from for Eastern time. It's 1900 to 2200, so it's a 3-hour
Like
session.
2.5 hours.
We ran for 2.5
yeah,
hours, but 3 total.
We ran out of 2.5 hours. We had 3 hours total. How do you feel, especially Sutao, because you're new to this? But how do the rest of you experienced players feel about 3 hours in a session? Do you feel it's too short? It's just right.
It's
too long?
shorter than I'd normally go, but it is absolutely. It's like at the bottom end of what I consider a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
There were whispers of doing a Saturday session or switching to Saturday sessions.
So the whispers are because you guys go to bed at 10 o'clock. So we can either do Saturday sessions, in which case most people are free pretty much all day. And so we can like start at like
I can go later
I don't
on
know,
Saturdays
evening
too.
or afternoon. Yeah. Or because John and Sutao don't have class on Wednesday evenings, they just like to do homework. If they were willing to move their homework schedules around, we could start earlier than 5 o'clock Mountain Time. We could start at like 4, and that would give us a nice healthy 4 hours to run through an entire session and end early if we wanted to, or go right up to 10 o'clock.
On Wednesdays, I can only do 5 because I have work up till 5.
Okay. That's fair. In which case, Saturdays might be better.
Yeah,
Not
especially since we're in quarantine
Huge
right
on
now.
weekend sessions, but it definitely could
I'm
work
not
with what
huge
we
on
got.
those either. You're right. Mainly because John goes camping like every weekend, it seems.
Hey,
Um,
that's fair. I was gonna go this weekend. I don't think so anymore, but I have no idea.
right, because you're supposed to be quarantined, technically. In which case, we could do, if everyone was down for it, a Saturday session. Since this one was basically 2.5 hours of combat and that's it. We could do a Saturday session where we actually get to play the game and run through some plot, and you get to hear my wonderful role-playing voices.
Love it.
That consist of one voice.
Yep. But it sounds different to you, so you think you're doing a myriad of voices, but then you listen back to the recording. It's like, no, all the NPCs are Mark Lang and a wig, and the players are just rolling because they're kind of nice. But anyways,
Playing in the wig is the best thing ever.
I would be down for a Saturday session. Does anyone
I could
have
definitely do the
objections?
Saturday.
19?
Absolutely.
Yes, 19th.
I'd have to do more in the afternoon, but I'm down.
What do you mean by that?
Saturday morning breakfast D&D.
Ooh, mimosas.
Yeah, because
I would have to do after, I want to say like 4 p.m. or 2 p.m. for you guys.
2 p.m. for us. That would work for me.
Is
Yeah.
what the kids consider groovy.
I have to check with because I was supposed to do something this weekend, but now it might just be online, and I don't know what that's gonna look like. So I will let you guys know, but I haven't been told what's gonna happen. So
Dylan, do you want 1600 or 1630 for your schedule?
I mean, 30 would be comfier, but I don't care.
Let's do 30. That sounds good. 4:30 is generally your start time for whatever it is.
So are we planning for... Ooh, Nathaniel's typing it out. Exciting. Next session, 14th.
Works for everyone except John,
Saturday.
and we'll get back to you on that.
yeah, I'll get back to you guys on how I'm doing.
Okay, keep me updated on that. And if not, we could always run through some less major role playing and do like a short little thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully John's available to be there. If not, then we'll talk more on Saturday for regular scheduling, either probably on Saturdays, given that Sutao doesn't get off work till 5. Unless we just wanted 3-hour sessions. Okay. It's almost 10 o'clock for you Eastern folks. So I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for coming to this D&D game. I hope in the future we can have more livable sessions.
Oh, Nathaniel.
Let's say that.
Silly boy.
I still won't hold punches. I think I'll still run the NPCs as the dice roll. But I'll look into maybe toning down some of these book encounters and not quite taking them as written, because this one was a bit excessive.
No.
All right. Well done.
Fantastic work, everyone.
You are all now free. If you wish to stay and talk to me, you can. But
I got 10 minutes.
if you have other things in your life to do, you can go do those now.
Okay, let's compare that to the first encounter for Lost Mines. That's what? Like 6 goblins total? Maybe?
No,
I
there's no
think
way it's
it's
6 goblins. It's like 4.
It's like 5. It's like 4.
Hold on. We're
It's
getting
4.
an official count. We're checking the fucking source books.
Do it. Consult the sacred text.
Lost.
Let me tell you how many are in this, because I never got a good
The
count.
goblin ambush. 4 goblins are hiding in the woods, 2 on each side.
4 goblins.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
This is meant for experienced D&D players, though. All right.
Oh, this is true. It does say on the back for epic tabletop gamers only. How could we be so naive? Ian, I think we need to write another angry tweet to Jeremy Crawford.
Jeremy Crawford. Actually, someone responded to my Jeremy Crawford tweet, but it wasn't Jeremy Crawford.
Wait, who?
I don't know.
What were we bothering him about this time?
We were bothering about stone cutting, and someone disagreed, and I honestly don't agree, but you know. So let's see.
Oh, right, stone cutting.
Still, my favorite tweet I've ever tweeted is still where is it? Come on. Hashtag Joaquin Phoenix won the Oscar for Best Actor for playing Joker. Finally, us gamers being recognized by the mainstream media. Feeling hashtag risen up. Favorite tweet. Still. It's garbage, but I love it.
So I did the official tally. It's 14 goblins and 2 wargs.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to the encounter builder. This is going to be the
I'm
encounter.
gonna be honest. I already did.
Also,
I was getting like, what the fuck are we at right now?
So some of them are in positions where you can't fight them unless 2 of them are on top of a windmill, where they're at plus 25 elevation.
Oh my god.
And they shoot at you until you get up there and kill them. And most of them are in groups of 2.
You say 14?
Inside the buildings.
You said 14, right?
Yes. And 2 wargs.
That's 900
Technically,
XP. That's 900 XP. Adjusted XP for because you have so many people on the thing is 3,600. Your daily budget. Oh, hold on. Manage characters, because it's currently looking at fucking 4 level 3s, 5 level 1s. Your daily budget for 5 level 1 characters is 1500 XP, and that was 3,600. I love that.
That's double the XP
Okay.
requirement.
So we tweeted.
That's amazing.
We tweeted at Jeremy Crawford. We said, with the new rules from Tasha's, can a dwarf character reassign their double proficiency from stone cutting to another skill? And then Dave William at DaveWill33 said, going by the way AL players, which is Adventuring League players, and for those who are uninitiated, just throwing that out there. Player's guide has it things like stone cutting can't be affected, which I responded with lame.
It's a compelling argument.
Well, it is pretty lame.
I
Oh, gotta stop
disagree.